Hello and welcome inside Foundation Field here in Hamilton, Ohio for Game 31 of the Hamilton Joes Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League season. Luke Westpoli alongside Sam Newcomb. Tonight, the Joes will take on the Richmond Jazz. And the Joes currently in first place after a dominant victory yesterday over the Cincinnati Steam down in Roselawn. 18-3 was the final. We saw home runs from three different Joes in that game. The offense really working, 11 runs in the first inning. Sam Klein pitched pretty well, but the offense really backed him up this time out, and the Joes come away with a dominant win last night, Sam.
Yeah, we were talking all season long about Sam Klein not getting run support, but he sure got the run support yesterday. Another dominant performance on the mound, and the Joes bats woke up very early in the top of the first inning, scoring 11 in the first, and they really didn't look back. A dominant win, and now they're back in first place in the South Division.
Yeah, the Joes were tied with the Cincinnati Steam. They owned the tiebreaker going into a couple of days ago, but after the Joes game against the Ohio Bison was canceled due to rain, postponed to a doubleheader next week, the Cincinnati Steam were able to win on that night and take over first place. The Joes retake it, though, last night, and now they are a half game up on the Steam in first place at 19-11. Their opponent tonight, the Richmond Jazz, are sitting at 17-12. On the outside, looking into the playoff picture right now, 1.5 games back, only 1 game back of the Cincinnati Steam, who are currently taking hold of that last playoff spot. They will take on the Ohio Bison in Roselawn tonight. And so we will keep you updated on that score as we get it. And so we will get our lineups here, and the Joes will trot out to their positions as we are set to begin. We'll go over the lineup for the Richmond Jazz. Batting first and playing second base, KJ Curry. Batting second and playing short, Cale Chatham. Batting third and playing first base, Ben Huber. Batting fourth and playing left field, Tyler Johnson. Batting fifth and playing right field, Austin Deering. Batting sixth and DHing, Andrew Dietz. Batting seventh and playing third base, Braden Owens, batting eighth and catching, Chandler Skelly. And batting ninth and rounding out the order in the second leadoff spot is the center fielder, Tyler Borges. On the mound today for the Joes, it is Clay Brock out of Central Michigan. Brock making his 8th appearance, 5th start. Pitched 20 2/3 innings, giving up 23 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, walking 6, and striking out 16. He has a record of 2-1 and an ERA of 1.3. So in the field, we'll give you the Joes lineup. Behind the plate today is Sammy Sass. From left to right in the outfield, John Sanjul, Logan Castleman, and Harry Jackson. From left to right in the infield, at third base, Luke Arnold. At short, Garrett Staten. At second, Cole Becker. And at first, Matt Dietering.
Another big game today. Joe's taking on the Jazz, who are trying to get into that playoff spot. After tonight, we'll only have 12 games left on the schedule, so it's getting down to crunch time. Every game is going to matter significantly more, and the Joes are looking to try to stretch their lead to maybe some more games, have a cushion, and not be on the fence come the end of the season right on the bubble.
Back in 2019, in the last GLSCL season, it actually came down to the last game of the season to determine if the Joes are going to make the playoffs or not. Actually, I should say it came down to the last day of the season, as there was an early game that happened before the Joes played that actually pushed them out of the playoff spot. They ended up winning that night, but they finished a half game out of second place and missed the playoffs. They'll look to try to avoid that fate this year, and they're doing well right now, sitting in first place. So batting first, coming in now for the Jazz, is KJ Curry. KJ batting .326 this season out of Wilson College. He will get his first pitch offering from Clay Brock. It is right down the zone. He chops this one third base side. It's a fair ball, and it trickles into the outfield. Curry rounds first, heads to second. Stumbled a bit, but he put that one in a good spot, and he is in with a leadoff stand-up double.
Good start for the Jazz. They're coming off a win yesterday over the Scouts when they beat the Scouts 8-3. Jazz are probably one of the better hitting teams in the South Division, but statistically wise, the Joes have jumped them in a lot of hitting categories, but still the Jazz can hit the ball well. They're 4th in team average in the GLSCO, and they're top of the order. The first 5 guys can really hit for them.
Batting .270 as a team on the season, and yeah, they got a lot of guys on their squad that are batting in the high 200s and 300s. First pitch offering to the lefty Cale Chatham is caught by Clay Brock. They're going to try to put Curry in a pickle, and a tough decision from him as he throws over to second. That allows Curry to advance, and there's no play.
Clay Brock should have ran at the runner rather than standing on the mound and just waiting for Curry to make the move. And Clay Brock threw to second base, and Curry had a good jump over to third on that throw. So tough break for Clay Brock and the Joes, and now runners on the corners with nobody out.
So it'll be a base hit for Cale Chatham, back-to-back hits to start today's game, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Ben Huber. The first pitch is chopped to the backstop. So the Jazz have gone after 2 first pitches so far. They've gone after 3, actually, put 2 in play. And the third one was put foul by the righty Ben Huber.
Ben Huber's been hitting the ball well. 12 hits in the last 13 games.
Next pitch is a slider jam shot into right. Harry Jackson chases after it, but he's going to have to watch it bounce in front of him. That'll score a run, and it's another hit for the Jazz.
3 straight hits for the Jazz now to start this game. Clay Brock's given up a little bit more than 1 hit an inning so far this season, but 3 already for the Jazz. Opposing batters against Clay Brock are batting over 300 this season.
And now you got a guy you certainly don't want to come to the plate in this type of situation in Tyler Johnson. First pitch, though, he swings and misses on for strike 1. Tyler Johnson, the ringer of this team, was picked up mid-season. Plays for Coastal Carolina. A non-Power 5 powerhouse, you could say. National champions 5 years ago. That one's fouled to the backstop. And that was a great mid-season pickup by head coach Michael Skelly and the Chanticleer at the plate, Tyler Johnson. He's down 0-2, though. Brock comes set, looking to get his first out of the inning, and he fires now. Slider is sent over on the left side, and it is fair. Runners are going to turn all the way around their bases. That one's picked up in left by John Sanjul. He'll fire it in. Runner advances to third. 1 run scores, and it's 2-0 now.
This start of today's games reminded me a lot of earlier this week when the Joes played down in Circleville against the Marlins. The Marlins just put up a couple runs in the first inning, just kept hitting, and they're doing the same here against Clay Brock tonight. The Jazz are. They
put up 6 in that first inning against Preston Heintzman before eventually he was pulled from the game and Zach Breeden came in to start the second. The batter is Austin Deering. 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out. First pitch to Deering is a ground ball over to second base. Cole Becker will field and deliver to first, and that's finally the first out of the inning. Another run comes in, and now there's a runner on third with 1 out. Andrew Dietz, the designated hitter, in the 6th spot, will come up to the plate now. Dietz batting .254 this season. Pitching and hitting duties. He's been in a mixed bag for the Jazz this season. He goes after the first pitch. It dives below his bat. Strike 1.
Dietz only 1 for 11 against the Joes this summer.
Brock sets on the mound and now fires, and this one is a bouncer before home plate. It'll fall into the red basket of Sammy Sass before trickling in front of him. So that's ball 1.
The 6, 7, 8 hitters in the Jazz lineup are a combined 2 for 33 against the Joes this year.
A ball and a strike. This one up near the hands, and a check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. So that's strike 2. That one was way up, and Andrew Dietz kind of threw his hands out. Almost seemed like to maybe protect himself a bit, but he brought the bat around too far, and so now he's down 1-2. The kick and deal from Clay Brock, and that one just misses down and away for ball 2. Deets will restrap the batting gloves and step back in. 2-2 slider that comes off the hands into the Joe's dugout foul. Joes are white on white today with the script red and yellow Joes and numbers on the front. Richmond Jazz in their blue tops, gray bottoms with white numbers. The 2-2 pitch. Down the middle, it's sent on the right side. Fair ball. This one's going to trickle all the way to the wall. Harry Jackson picks it up. Dietz rounding second and heading for third. The throw from Becker would have been in time, but it was not caught by Luke Arnold, and that is a RBI triple for Andrew Dietz.
Yeah, good job from Dietz there with 2 strikes on him, able to extend his hands on that ball and hit one down the line and hustle all the way to third base for RBI triple.
It was a decent throw by Cole Becker over to third. It had a lot of speed behind it and may have been able to get him, but Luke Arnold wasn't able to make the catch and apply the tag. There was someone backing him up, though. I believe it may have been Clay Brock, and so the runner did not advance another base. First pitch to Braden Owens is across Broadway for strike one. Four runs in the inning. 5 hits for the Jazz. This one is sharply hit over towards the dugout foul. And so we will restart at 0-2. Scary hit ball there towards the Jazz dugout on the right side. Came off the bat of Braden Owens, but luckily no one is hurt over there. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch from Brock just misses low. One and 2. Braden Owens, the 7th hitter to come to the plate in this inning for the Jazz. 1-2. He reaches out at it and pokes it into right field. Harry Jackson will track back and make the catch. He fires into Matt Dietering, and the runner will not advance. Andrew Dietz took a couple steps toward home, but decided to hold up after Matt Dietering cut that throw off. Now Chandler Skelly will come to the plate. Skelly has struggled this season, batting 108, but that average is actually up after he played his best game of the year in his last outing, July 2nd against the Ohio Marlins. He went 2 for 3 in that one with 2 triples. How about that? First pitch to Chandler, though, is across the plate for strike one.
Skelly, though, 0 for 13 against Joe's this year.
Yeah, he's only got 4 hits on the season. He's on a 2-game hit streak, though. He gets the 0-1 offering. This is a good slider right on the outside corner for strike two. Brock looking to get out of this tough inning. He's already given up 4, looking to stop it at that. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss from Skelly. So 8 come to the plate in the inning for the Jazz. Chandler Skelly is down on strikes. That is strikeout number 1 for Clay Brock, and that will retire the side. 4 runs come across in the top of the first inning for the Richmond Jazz. The Joes with some work to do, but with the way the offense has gone in the past couple days, they might be able to do it. 4-0 our score. We head to the bottom of the first next. ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. ADG Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield or give them a call at 513-295-2767. ADG Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth,
supporting those who serve us.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls.
Back here in Hamilton, the Richmond Jazz push 4 runs across in that first inning. We have a change in scoring. Cale Chatham's reach to first base is going to be ruled a fielder's choice that advanced KJ Curry over to third, so that means that only 4 hits were recorded in that first inning instead of 5 for the Richmond Jazz. So the Joes will come to the plate and look to cut into this lead. Logan Castleman will lead off. He's in center field today. We will give you your Joes lineup. Right now, batting second and playing second base, Cole Becker. Batting third and catching, Sammy Sass. The cleanup spot is the DH, Leighton Banjoff. Batting fifth at third is Luke Arnold, as Castleman gets his first pitch, and he takes it on the outside corner fastball for strike one. Matt Dietering is going to play first base, and he will bat sixth. Batting seventh is Harry Jackson in right, and left is John Sanjul. He's batting eighth, and batting ninth is Garrett Staten at short. The next pitch, Castleman goes after, but he swings and misses for strike two. On the mound for the Richmond Jazz, it is Kendall Marshall, number 8 in blue and white. Kendall out of Middle Georgia State will deliver the 0-2 to Castleman, and this one is outside. Marshall has only pitched in 1 game for the Jazz this season. He was a late addition. That game was started. He went 6 innings in that one. Gave up 6 hits, 4 runs. They were all earned, walking 1 and striking out 3. The 1-2 to Castleman is in the dirt. That one skipped up and hit off the mask of Chandler Skelly behind the plate, but he looks to be okay after he takes a second to regroup. Yes. So the count's 2-2.
Castleman in a little bit of a funk right now. 2 for 14 in the last 4 games. But one thing that's been really good about Castleman in this tough stretch for him, and only the 4 games he's drawn 7 walks. 3 of them came yesterday.
Yeah, he seems to get on base in any way, shape, or form he can. This one was inside, but he went after it and hit it up into the netting behind home plate. Yeah, Castleman walked 3 times yesterday. Only recorded 2 official at-bats. He was 1 for 2 against the Steam, but yeah, he walked 3 times in that game. 2 of them came in the first inning when the Joes batted around. He was in the leadoff spot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Marshall winds and fires. This one up high. Castleman takes it, and that fills the count.
Good take there from Castleman. We usually see sometimes he goes upstairs swinging at that pitch, but able to hold off there and work the count full.
Long pause. The payoff pitch is on the way. This one outside. Castleman goes chasing, and that is strike 3. He bends his knees in frustration, and there's 1 away. Kendall Marshall with his first strikeout.
Yeah, that was probably ball 4. But it would have been a close call.
Yeah, you're always just looking to be safe with those 2-strike pitches, and unfortunately for Castleman, he just wasn't able to get a piece of it. Cole Becker's in a new spot today, batting second. First pitch is a high breaking ball that misses upstairs for ball 1. Harry Jackson has been moved all the way down to the 7th spot, so that has allowed Becker now to move into his normal position in the 2-hole in the lineup. He'll get the 1-0 pitch. This one is way outside.
Cole on an 8-game hit streak for the Joes. He's swinging a hot bat. His average at .314 right now. He had 2 doubles in yesterday's game, both of them off the wall, 1 in right field and 1 in left center.
Yeah, both of them were mere feet away from getting over the wall. That was a theme for the Joes yesterday. A lot of warning track shots from them and 3 home runs as well. This one's right up the middle. He chops it to third. It's going to be a tough play. Chatham fires. It's a bouncer that rolls all the way over to first, and that's going to be an infield single for Cole Becker.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough play for Chatham. And he wasn't able to get a good grip on it on the throw to first. Could have been a really close play, but the throw was just not great. And Cole Becker gets an infield single. Now Sass up to the plate.
So Sass digs in, batting from the righty box, batting .321 this season. And before he gets his pitch, Marshall will check on Becker at first. Sass went 1 for 3 yesterday, worked 2 walks. Came around to score twice in the Joes' 18-run effort. It was a 7-inning game yesterday as the Joes run-ruled the Steam in a 15-run victory. He takes a pitch up high. That's ball 1.
Yeah, Sammy Sass's hit streak came to an end the other night, but he's gotten a hit in 10 of the last 11 games.
And that's a nice curveball there that curves into the zone and evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Sass's coach just last Thursday, Alex Sogard at Wright State, was actually named East Region Coach of the Year for NCAA Division I, so congrats to Coach Sogard on that. He's supplied a few Raiders to this Joes team. That one is stroked into left field, and it'll get down for at least a base hit. Becker's rounding second and heading for third, and he will be in there as the throw is slightly offline. Marshall will back it up, so Sass will have to stay over at first. And that is a single for Sammy that pushes Cole Becker to third.
Yeah, that ball was high and in, and Sammy Sass was able to get his barrel on the baseball and poke it into left field. And now runners on the corners for Leighton Banjoff, who's on a 10-game hit streak for the Joes.
Banjoff is DHing today. He's played all sorts of positions, corner outfield for the Joes in left and right, and also played a little bit of first base as well, but with the way Matt Dietering's been hitting the ball lately, they have moved him into the DH spot for today's game. First pitch to Banjoff is right across home plate for strike 1. Banjoff just underneath 300, batting .292 this year, making his 19th appearance. He has been in the lineup a lot since coming late from Nebraska. Sass hops around over there at first, and Banjoff takes a swing and sends this one out of play.
Banjoff's going to have to battle now down the count 0-2. Try to put one in play and cut into that deficit, which currently stands at 4.
No balls and 2 strikes to Leighton Banjoff. Infield and double play depth. Here comes the pitch. It's outside. It gets away from Chandler Skelly. Cole Becker is racing home. There won't be a throw. Sammy Sass advances to second, and the Joes get their first run of the game. They cut into this lead. It's 4-1.
That'll work too.
That also eliminates the double play ball now, so Banjoff can be a little more free at the plate here. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 away in the inning. Sammy Sass is standing over on second, a couple paces off the bag. Marshall will look at him, spin his glove around, switches looks back between home and second before delivering the pitch low and in for ball 2. Banjoff will dig back in with the count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Luke Arnold is on deck for the Joes. He had one of the 3 home runs hit yesterday. 2-2 to Banjoff. He swings and pops this one up out of play on the right side. Arnold's home run was a moonshot out to left field. It actually got way beyond the fence, got out past the little bit of grass beyond the fence and then up part of a hill in left field. Nearly reached the train tracks at the field in Roselawn at the Reds Urban Youth Academy as part of the offensive explosion for the Joes yesterday. 2-2 to Banjoff. That one dives just low, and the count is full at 3-2. Full counts were also another common theme that we saw yesterday in the game between the Joes and the Steam. There were a whole lot of them from the Steam pitching. The first inning actually had 69 pitches from the Steam staff as they gave up 11 runs. The payoff pitch is up high. Banjoff walks.
Great at bat there from Leighton. He was down in the count 0-2 and then worked a walk.
And now Luke Arnold will come to the plate.
Luke back in the lead with 20 RBIs on the season.
The next 4 hitters for the Joes are all guys who crushed a ball yesterday. 3 of the 4, Arnold, Dietering, and Sanjul, had home runs, and then Harry Jackson, the third of those 4, had one that was crushed out to left field but just pulled foul. First pitch to Arnold. He goes after it, sends it into right field. That'll get down. It's going to be extra bases. Arnold rounds first and heads to second. Banjoff will hold up at third. Sass will score, and it is a 4-2 game now.
And now the tying run is on second base. Good job from Arnold there, attacking the first pitch from Kendall Marshall and poking it out to the right field. And that'll score a run, and Joes are right back in this thing.
Now Matt Dietering will come to the plate. Matt Dietering had a home run yesterday. Was also robbed of 2 of them. Reached the warning track twice, but was not able to get one over the wall until his final at-bat when he was finally able to put one over. He went 1 for 5 in the game yesterday with 3 RBI. First pitch to Matt is outside and caught the corner for strike 1. So the Jazz score 4 in the top of the first inning, but the Joes have responded with 2 of their own and possibly more. Next pitch to Dietering also catches the outside corner in a similar spot. Now the count is 0-2.
Wow. With a couple inches outside on that one. Now Dietering's going to have to fight up there.
No balls and 2 strikes. The delayed pitch is sent out into left field hard, but this one's going to go foul. It falls into the Joes bullpen. That one was crushed, and it quickly fell foul on the left side, so we will reset at 0-2 now. Righty on lefty matchup. The pitch, Dietering gets after it, over to the first base side. Diving is the second baseman Curry. He can't get it. 2 runners will come home, and both will score as the throw was cut off at first. The Joes have tied the game.
Good two-strike hitting there from Matt Dietering. All he had to do was hit one on the right side, but he was able to do that, and he got by the diving infielder KJ Curry in the right field. 2 RBI single for Matt Dietering. Continues to swing a hot bat.
And now Harry Jackson will come to the plate. The team leader in average, of course, out of Lourdes. Struggled yesterday. Had 1 walk and 3 strikeouts in his 3 at-bats before he was eventually substituted from the game early. Marshall will go over to first. Dietering is back in time. So both of these teams now with 4 runs off 4 hits in the first inning, but the Joes not done yet. Runner on first, 1 away. First pitch to Harry Jackson's right down the middle. He pops this one up, and it will spin foul. Gets out of play near the grill on the right side. Decent crowd on hand considering all the variables that went into today's game. The game was pushed up an hour. There was all sorts of rain all over the bleachers that the staff was doing their best to clear off as this one is pitched up high to Jackson for ball 1. But there's still some Joes faithful in attendance today trying to cheer their team on to hopefully extend their lead atop the GLSCL South Division. 1-1 to Jackson is on the way. That one is right down the heart of the plate for strike 2.
You look up and down this order for the Joes, all of them are really hitting the baseball well. And the stats show for it too. Third to best average in the league, second in runs, third in hits, third in walks drawn.
1-2, Jackson goes after it. He gets a piece of it, but it goes into the glove of Chandler Skelly. And that's another strikeout. He will walk back to the dugout. There's 2 away in the inning now. John Sanjul comes in. He's batting .286 against the Jazz this season in his 3 appearances against them. Runner goes. First pitch is on the way, and this throw is offline. It'll get into shallow right center field after I think Curry may have gotten a piece of it and slowed it down, but Dietering gets the stolen bag.
How about that?
The big man goes 90 feet. We saw him hit a triple a couple nights ago, and now he gets a stolen base of his own.
That was his second stolen base of the year.
The count is 1-0 to John Sanjul. You could think way back to the first time these two teams met, back when John Sanjul was having a tough start to the season. He actually almost hit one out at McBride Stadium. This next pitch, though, is in on the hands for ball 2. That was really his only almost home run of the year until yesterday when he smoked one over the right field wall back in the 11-run first inning for the Joes.
Yeah, off the crack of the bat, you knew it was going to go over the fence.
Sanjul out of Columbia did not have a season this year or most of last, so he struggled a lot to start the year after not seeing a lot of live pitching for a long time, but he has since really come along. The next pitch is outside, and the count is 3-0. Sanjul's batting .261 this season. He's also the lone Californian on this team. 3-0 pitch is down the middle, strike 1. And home plate umpire Joseph Kimbrough pointed at the pitcher, and it's going to be a balk here. So that'll advance Matt Dietering over to third. It's interesting. Kendall Marshall has an odd delivery. He kind of pauses mid-windup. And on that one, he must have just twitched a bit. And so that sent Dietering over to third. The count is 3-1 to Sanjul. Here comes the pitch. Sanjul goes after it into the left side, into the outfield. Base hit. And that one's actually mishandled by Tyler Johnson. Sanjul's heading to second, and he will get in there safely. The Joes have the lead on the single from John Sanjul as Matt Dietering scores, and it's a 5-4 game. The Joes have batted around. Garrett Staten, the 9-hitter, coming to the plate.
This Joes offense is just one of the hottest teams, I think, offensively in the South Division. I mean, you start the game down 4 runs, and then you answer in the bottom half. You scored 5, bat around. This is the third time in the last 4 games where the Joes have batted around at least once. They did so yesterday when they scored 11 in the first inning. They batted 15 guys.
Yeah, this time a 5-run effort, as that one is outside to Garrett Staten for ball 1. So Staten will look to add to it. He's been pretty good for the Joes this year, batting .325. That is second on the team among players with a lot of at-bats. This next one, he grounds over third base side, but it's foul. Eric Roberts is technically second on the team right now in average, batting .333, but he's just 2 for 6, as he did not come that long ago to the Joes.
Staying on a 7-game hit streak right now.
Garrett Staten out of Samford. His mom was in town yesterday all the way from Georgia. He gets the 1-1. This one dives into the dirt and going over to third and arriving safely is John Sanjul. That was a close play as Sanjul didn't get a great reaction when that one was bobbled by Chandler Skelly, but he's still able to get in there.
Yeah, you only have a split second to make a decision on going to third or not, and Sanjul made the right one. Able to get his hand back into third base just in the nick of time and see if Staten can score him here.
2-1. Up high, and Staten punches it up in the air out of play. Staten did not play this season at Samford, but is having a great year with the Joes out of Gainesville, Georgia. Marshall shakes off a couple pitches and now fires this one right up the middle. It's into the outfield. Base hit. That scores a run. That one almost hit base umpire Kerry Lyle, but he was able to dodge out of the way, and so that ball left the infield, and that is another hit for the Joes in this inning. That is their 6th, as Logan Castleman in the top of the order will come up, but not before we will get a mound visit.
Joes put up 15 runs the other night when they lost to the Marlins, then 18 yesterday. And they're well on pace to get into double digits tonight.
Ben, who helps us out here on game days with the Joes, predicted 14 runs today. And I will note that the last time these two teams met on July 4th, he predicted the score exactly. So we'll see how that plays out moving throughout this game. Kendall Marshall will stay in the game.
Doesn't appear like anybody's warming up in the Jazz pen.
Marshall went 6 innings in his last outing, so you got to think the Jazz wanted him to go a little deeper than this in this one. Only gone 2/3 of an inning thus far. Now he's got to face the top of the order in Logan Castleman, who struck out swinging to start the game. 6-4 our score as Marshall will go over to first. The runner on first is Garrett Staten, who just had the RBI single. At the plate is Logan Castleman, 2 outs. First pitch from Marshall is up high for ball 1. Kendall Marshall has not pitched a whole lot at a Middle Georgia State, and Hampton, Georgia only got to pitch 1 inning, did not give up an earned run, walked 1, did not strike out any in that 1 inning, as this one is fouled out of play by Castleman. He transferred there from Chattahoochee Valley Community College. He's going to be a senior at Middle Georgia State this upcoming year. The righty thrower gets his pitch and comes set. Now he'll go over to first, and Staten is back in time. Just past 6:40 local time, this game was moved up an hour in order to hopefully avoid some rain delays. 1-1 is a good slider, but it just misses high to Castleman for ball 2. Foundation Field, the lights are starting to kick on. It is cloudy over the field, but it is not raining just yet. Hopefully it can hold off until we are done tonight. 2-1, and Marshall will go back to first. To no avail, Staten is back in time, and Castleman will dig back in, and Marshall will get his pitch on the mound. The delivery, this is a fast one. Castleman takes an excuse-me swing and just punches it over shallowly to second base. KJ Curry scoops up and makes the play, and that will end the inning. Well, that was an exciting one. 10 combined runs from both teams, and they weren't split evenly. The Joes are on top. 6-4 our score as we head into the second inning. We'll see if the offense continues or if the pitching can take over when we return. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio. At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Carefree Heating and Cooling is an AC service in Hamilton, Ohio you can trust. When you are looking for a quick AC repair in Hamilton, Ohio, turn to the professionals at Carefree Heating and Cooling. With a name for completing the work correctly the first time, you can rely on our quality service to get your AC system working like it should. When you need air conditioning fast, call us at 513-268-5164, or you can also contact us online at carefreeheatingandcoolingco.com.
Well, if you missed the first inning, we saw as much a track meet as we did a baseball game. 10 runs come across. The Joes got 6, the Jazz got 4. Clay Brock returns to the mound and delivers the first pitch to Tyler Borges, the lone hitter in this game who has not come to the plate. It bounces in the dirt for ball 1.
Quick score update around the South Division. Xenia Scouts lead the Marlins 7-1, and then the Bison have a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the third over the Steam.
This next pitch is over the plate for strike 1. If you're a Joes fan, you'd love to see the Bison hold on to that one. Joes currently hold a half-game lead over Cincinnati atop the GLSCL South Division. Top 2 teams make the playoffs. The Jazz are looking to claw their way back in, sitting in third position, 1 full game behind the Steam. This one is grounded over to left of Garrett Staten. He comes over and he makes the play.
Smooth play over there from Garrett Staten. Was able to gather it and then quickly get the ball out of his mitt and throw to first in time.
Staten has got to be one of the best fielding infielders on this Joes team. He just seems to make every play look so easy at short.
We started, remember, at the beginning of the season, the Joes really struggled fielding the ball. They had a lot of errors, but they've really come into shape as we approach the late part of the season. Luke Arnold's doing a really good job at third base, and then Braden Broom, who's not in the lineup tonight, he's doing great as well in the middle of the infield, and Staten and Becker, who are out there right now, are doing a great job as well.
Count is 2-0 to KJ Curry. Yeah, it'll be interesting because as we get closer and closer to crunch time, the Joes are going to start wanting to put together their most optimal lineup, and in some of these positions, you got 2 guys that are both really good that can play the same position. Curry goes after this one, and he foul tips it to the backstop for strike 1. Because you got 2 catchers that are hitting the ball well, playing well behind the plate. You got 5 infielders that are also playing really well. Yeah, you got 6, really. You got Leighton Banjoff, who's DHing today, who's in the lineup. As this one is popped up to the pitcher, Clay Brock will only have to take a couple steps in front of the mound before he's able to make the play. So yeah, I'm very interested to see what Tyler Thaman will do as we start to move towards crunch time. Cale Chatham comes to the plate after the first 2 batters in the inning were retired. Chatham reached on the fielder's choice after he hit it straight back up the middle to Clay Brock, who was able to field and then kind of froze on the mound while he stared at KJ Curry, who was on his way from second to third. He threw over to second, but that allowed Curry enough time to race from the middle of the 2 bases over to third base, and so both runners were able to advance to their respective bases with no play. First pitch was outside. Second pitch was not. That's strike one.
Clay Brock trying to get a 1-2-3 inning after he had 8 guys come up to the plate in the top of the first, and the Jazz scored 4 runs.
1-1, and Chatham slowly grounds this one over to the Jazz on deck circle, so that is strike 2. Chatham will now dig back in, batting from the lefty box. Here comes the pitch from Brock. It runs inside. Evens the count. 2s across the board. Balls, strikes, and outs. Nobody on for the Jazz. They trail the Joes 6-4. The high kick and pitch from Brock, and this one is chopped back. Two balls and 2 strikes. Brock looking for his second strikeout of the game. The pitch is grounded back to that same spot. When Chatham has fouled the balls back, it's been like that. The balls have kind of bounced over to our right side towards the Jazz on deck circle. I believe he's done that probably 3 times over the course of this at-bat. The count is still 2-2. Long pause. And now the pitch. This one is skied in the air left field. It is pushing foul, and that's where it'll land. Eighth pitch of the at-bat on its way. We got a weird ritual going on next to me here in the broadcast booth with Kevin Hawk doing our stats and, of course, my color guy Sam next to me. Shaking the hats for 2 balls, 2 strikes. Long delay. Now we'll get the pitch. That one's low and in. That fills up the count. Ball caps back on the heads. We'll await the payoff pitch from Brock. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. The wind-up and pitch. Grounded over to first base. Steering makes the catch. She'll finish this one unassisted. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for the Jazz. So after a wild first one, the Jazz aren't able to cut into this Joes lead that was taken from them after the Joes scored 6 in the bottom of the first. Our score still stands at 6-4. Joes will look to change that when we go to the bottom of the second. That is around the corner when we return. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner, they have something that will hit the spot. Go online and order at hamilton.thecasualpint.com or go to their location located on 130 Riverfront Plaza. That is 130 Riverfront Plaza in Hamilton, Ohio. Proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Joes fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at cboxsports.
Joes fans, stop by Chester's Pizza to grab the best slice in town. A local staple since 1948, they're located at 2929 Dixie Highway in Hamilton, and they can be found on the phone at 513-892-1973. Chester's Pizza is a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Cole Becker will lead things off for the Joes in the bottom of the second. Our score, Joes 6, Jazz 4 here from Foundation Field in Hamilton. Cloudy day here in Hamilton. It's humid, around 70, 75 degrees outside. First pitch is inside to Becker for ball one. It rained throughout the day, but that has since halted. It's likely going to come back later as this game was moved up, but we're hoping it can stave off until we finish. Cole Becker sent that one foul out of play on the right side and gave kind of a little push motion in frustration. We'll see if you can adjust here. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pause and delivery is low. Cole started the party for the Joes back in the first inning. He singled. It was an infield single that was hit a couple steps to the right of Cale Chatham, who wasn't able to make the play. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch is over the plate. This one's in the same spot. This time Chatham fields on the backhand, throws over to first, and the ball is dropped by Ben Huber. So that's going to be an E6. Second time Cole Becker has hit that one over to short. First time was ruled a hit. This time it is ruled an error, so he will fall to 1 for 2, but he will reach base. And now Sammy Sass will come up to the plate. Sass had a deep single his last time up that got all the way to almost the Joes bullpen out there in left field. But just because of the location of it, he wasn't able to get to second base. Becker hopping around at first, and he takes a dive over to first. And he is back in time. That was less of a dive, I guess, and more of just a hop into the air. He flailed his arms out in like a last-minute moment of panic as that was thrown back to first, but he got back in time. First pitch to Sammy Sass is up high for ball 1. Marshall will go back to first. This time Cole Becker a little more careful. He's back in time.
Yeah, Cole Becker loves to hop over there on the base paths, and we saw earlier this season he got actually picked off when he was a little too aggressive.
Yeah, it likes to mess with the pitcher's head when they look over at him. This time he does the hop, but the throw's not going to come to first. It's going to come home. It's a breaking ball in the outside corner for strike 1. Small lead for Becker this time over at first. 1-1 to Sass. Marshall will go back, and Becker's back in time. Marshall really wants to get Cole Becker over at first. And he will go back there again, and this time it gets away. All the way out into the fence, Cole Becker looking behind him. It's not going to get deep enough for him to advance 2 bags, but he will take the one he gets. He's into second after the wild pickoff attempt.
That's exactly what Cole Becker wants Kendall Marshall to do. Keep throwing over, because sooner or later he's going to throw one by the first baseman Huber, and he did so right there. Now in scoring position with nobody out.
So after almost getting picked off on the first throw, because he kind of tripped or something over there at first, Cole Becker now finds himself on second in scoring position with one of the best hitters in the lineup at the plate for the Joes in Sammy Sass. The count is 1-1. And Marshall will step off. He is very, very worried about Cole Becker. Marshall will step back on. I didn't count the pickoff attempts myself, but it seemed like it had to be at least 4 or 5. And then the step off there. Becker's now toying with him a little bit with the leadoff, so that throw is in up near the head. Chin music on Sammy Sass, and he'll take it for ball 2. Marshall looks back at second, now home, now back to second. Now back home, and the pitch. This one is skied straight in the air. It'll stay in the infield from Sass. The first baseman coming over is Huber. He'll make the catch, and Becker will have to stay put. So now Leighton Banjoff will come in. He had a great at-bat back in the first inning in his first time up. He was down 0-2. He worked it all the way up full and eventually walked. And came around to score. Was the third of those 6 runs that came around for the Joes in that first inning. Leighton 1 for 5 coming into this game against Jazz pitching. He'll get his first pitch, and this one's up high, fastball. Ball 1. Banjoff once again is in the DH spot tonight. He went 1 for 3 yesterday with 2 walks, scored 4 of the Joes' 18 runs, as that one is inside and low for ball 2. As Sam said, on a 10-game hit streak. Doesn't have a hit yet in this game, though. He's looking to change that. That could potentially score Cole Becker, too, depending on how deep it gets. 2-0 with 1 out. Runner on second. Becker hopping around, but the pitch is home, and it is sent out to straightaway center. Backtracking is Tyler Borges. He'll make the catch. Becker's going to race over to third. The throw is cut off and now thrown to third, but it is not in time. So a sac fly to Leighton Banjoff allows Cole Becker to advance to third, but that's the second out of the inning now.
Now batting the third baseman for 35, Luke Arnold.
Luke Arnold comes up now. Arnold hit a double back in the first inning. Came around to score as well. Delayed wind-up and pitch from Marshall is low for ball 1. Marshall pitching from the wind-up with that runner on third and 2 outs. He pauses and now fires this one over the plate. It is lined right at KJ Curry. He'll make the catch, and that will end the inning. So after the Jazz went 1-2-3, the Joes were able to get 1 on base with an error, but they go 1-2-3 after that. 4 come to the plate, but no runs score. And our score stays at 6-4 here from Foundation Field. The Joes lead. They'll look to hold on to that. Clay Brock returns to the mound in the top of the third. When we come back, we will have that inning here on Hamilton Joes YouTube.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a nonprofit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a low...
Ben Huber comes to the plate for the second time for Richmond. They trail the Hamilton Joes 6-4. Clay Brock is back on the mound for his third inning of work. Retired the Jazz in order in the last inning after struggling a little bit in the first. He delivers his first pitch right across the plate for strike 1. The windup and 0-1, and this one curls into the inside corner. That's strike 2. So Ben Huber watches 2 pitches go by, and now he is down in the count. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He swings at it, and it is a slow chopper over to the Joe's dugout. Dalton Miller comes out and retrieves the ball. And the count remains 0-2. Top hitter on this team in Ben Huber fouls the 0-2 off to the backstop. Making his 25th appearance, and in his 91st at-bat. He is batting .371 coming into this game. That is the top in that category among all of the Richmond Jazz players this season. Brock quickly delivers, breaking ball, swing and a miss. That's second strikeout of the game for Clay Brock, and that's the first out of the inning.
Nice pitch there from Clay Brock, going with the high cheese and blew it by Huber. That's the second strikeout of Clay Brock's day. Settling in nicely after a rough first inning and giving up 4 hits and 4 runs.
Tyler Johnson is the batter, batting from the lefty box, fouls this one off.
Tyler Johnson came into today's game batting .325, but he has struggled against the Joes this season. Only .188 average against the Joes pitching. But he was able to have a good start today with a RBI double.
He swings and misses at the off speed on that one, and now he's down 0-2. Brock fires. This one is low.
The Jazz, who are in 3rd place right now, they've had a really good season this year, but they've struggled on the road, only 5-9 on the road, and they're 12-3 at home at McBride Stadium.
And the 1-2 pitch called. Strike 3 on the inside corner. It was tough to see where that one crossed the plate, but Joseph Kimbrough says that one's in the zone, and that is back-to-back strikeouts for Clay Brock.
Clay Brock has now retired 7 straight guys, dating back to the first inning.
Austin Deering, one of the 3 guys he was able to retire in that first inning after 8 batters came to the plate, is up at the plate right now. He takes a first pitch strike. He grounded out to second in his first time up. He gets the 0-1 pitch, and that one runs down and in for ball 1. Austin Deering, .281 hitter, coming into today. Will get the 1-1 from Clay Brock, and that is in the zone, strike 2.
Deering's had a good season, but again, he's struggled at the plate against Joe's pitching, only 1 for 17.
The 1-2 pitch from Brock, and that one is just low. Sammy Sass thought that one was maybe going to be called strike 3, and Brock was going to strike out the side, but he's going to have to give the ball back to the mound, and we'll continue this inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch inside, called strike 3. And Deering leans back and has some words for Joseph Kimbrough, who waves him back to the dugout. But how about Clay Brock? After giving up 4 in the first inning, he goes 1-2-3, and now he gets an even better result than a 1-2-3. He strikes out the side. That's his 4th strikeout of the game. Back-to-back called strike 3s for Clay, and that will retire the side here in the top of the 3rd. Joes weren't able to extend their lead in the last inning. We'll see if they can do it in this one. 6-4 our score from Foundation Field. Back in a moment.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
4-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008.
Frank's Glass is here for you, Hamilton and Fairfield, providing beautiful, reliable, and safe windows for all of your auto, residential, and commercial needs. Frank's Glass can be trusted to do the job right. Located at 5191 Dixie Highway in Fairfield, they can be contacted at 513-829-8284 or online at franksglass.com.
If you're looking
Clay Brock struck out the side in the top of the third. We'll see if his team can build off that momentum here in the bottom of the inning. Matt Dietering will lead things off. He will lift this one into the parking lot. And that one almost hit a car, but not quite. Dietering had a single. It was an RBI one back in the first inning. He gets the 0-1 pitch. That one is just low for ball one. Joe Kimber's strike zone looked pretty big in the last half inning. We saw some close ones that Sammy Sass did a good job of framing, and that one misses outside, so the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch is swung on and fouled back by Dietering. Two. The pause and pitch is up high. Dietering works the count full.
Dietering in the last 3 games is 7 for 13 at the plate. With a double, a triple, and a home run.
Yeah, he's really seeing the ball well right now. The payoff pitch. That one down and away. That's ball 4. Dietering reaches base for the second time tonight. And for the second straight inning, the Joes' leadoff man is on.
Now batting the right fielder, number 14, Harry Jackson.
Harry Jackson will dig into the righty box now. Going through a bit of a mini slump, you could say. Struck out in 4 of his last 5 at-bats. The first pitch is off speed, and he reaches out at it and lines it foul on the left side. Harry Jackson's walk-up song is Bad to the Bone. However, he's one of the nicest people I've met on this Joes team. I'm not sure how true that is. Anyway, 0-1, and the throw back to first. Dietering was messing with Kendall Marshall, and he got back in time, and the throw was a little offline, actually, and Ben Hubert kind of made a dive at it and tripped over Dietering as he made the catch. This one is way out, or inside rather. So far inside it was behind Harry Jackson. A ball and a strike now. As that one got away. Great job by Chandler Skelly to spring out of his stance and make the catch on that one. So Dietering has to stay over at first. Here comes the delivery. It's a breaking ball, and it fools Harry Jackson. He swings and misses out in front for strike 2.
Yeah, that was a nice curveball from Kendall Marshall. See if he'll go back to that here with 2 strikes on Harry.
1-2 from the stretch is sent home. Jackson swings and misses at this one. That's strike 3. And he is frustrated as he heads back to the dugout. That's his second strikeout of the game, and that'll bring up John Sanjul now with 1 away.
Now batting the left fielder, number 8, John Sanjul.
Sanjul singled in his only time up thus far, came around to score. That is the last run the Joes have scored to this point. He gets a first pitch offering on the inside half of the plate for strike one. Sanjul, one of only a couple lefties on this team, as the pickoff move is made over to first. And one of the other lefties is Matt Dietering, who's over on first base. A lot of righties in this Joes lineup. The 0-1 is a slider that was low the whole way. Skelly keeps it in front, fakes over at first, but will throw back to Kendall Marshall on the mound. That evens the count at a ball and a strike now. And this next one is up and away. So that's ball two. Infielders in double play depth for John Sanjul with a runner on first and one out. Two and one. Dietering bluffs at first. The throw home is across the plate, strike two. Two balls, two strikes. Marshall looks home and now sets. Long pause. And hurls outside. That fills the count at 3-2. And with one out in the inning, we will get a payoff pitch. Runner on first, Joe's lead 6-4. On deck is the 9-hitter Garrett Staten, who singled back in inning number one. The payoff, it was in the zone, but it is sent sharply on the ground through the middle of the infield into center field. That's a base hit for John Sanjul.
Sanjul with his second hit of the day. And now runners on first and second for Garrett Staten, who also had an RBI single back in the first inning.
Staten takes a couple practice swings and was going to dig in the righty box, but now Chandler Skelly will go have a conversation with Kendall Marshall on the mound.
Yeah, still nobody warming up in the Jazz pen.
One out here in the bottom of the third. Joes lead 6-4. That is the 7th hit of the game for the Joes. And these Joes bats have found their rhythm lately after a little bit of an up and down start to the season. Sometimes the bats would be there, sometimes they would not, and the pitching was what was more stagnant for the Joes. Now the bats are finally starting to hold their own. Staten looks to add on to this lead here. He'll get his first pitch momentarily. Here comes. And he takes the first pitch. It is fair out there into left. It'll get all the way over to the fence on the left side. One run will score. Here comes Sanjul around third. The throw home is over the head of Chandler Skelly. Marshall's there to back him up, but it is a 2 RBI double for Garrett Staten.
Attacked the first pitch and lined it down the left field line. Single and double to now today for Garrett. 3 RBIs as well through his first 2 at-bats.
So that extends the Joes' lead out. They're now doubling up the Jazz at 8-4. Runner on at second and one out for Logan Castleman. Both teams have had great luck going after the first pitch. There's been a lot of hits that way tonight. First pitch to Castleman is a curveball in there on the inside corner for strike one. Oh, 1. Here it comes. Castleman grounds this one over to third. Owens fields and fires across the diamond in time. So Castleman is retired for the second time.
Now batting the second baseman, number 18.
And now Cole Becker will come up. Check that. That's the third time Castleman has been retired in this game. Cole Becker will come to the plate. He reached on the E6 to head up the second inning. First pitch is a grounder, slowly hit right up the middle to the pitcher, Kendall Marshall. He underhand flips to Ben Huber, and that will end the inning. So Clay Brock strikes out the side in the top of the third, and the Joes get 2 more in the bottom of the inning. 8-4 our score from Foundation Field. We head to the fourth when we come back. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
For an industry leader in all things related to windows and doors, look no further than L.E. Schofield Window and Door Co. With over 7 decades of experience in providing window and door repair and replacement services, as well as glass, screens, and other products, you can count on them to get the job done right the first time around. Call them today at 513-863-8932.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati or call them up at 513-851-9056.
Are your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pay Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide variety of brands and home appliances, providing quality repairs on everything from dishwashers to microwaves. Go to their location at 780 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard or contact them at 513-285-3519.
Pfefferly Tire and Auto is your car's home for all of its needs. Whether you just need a quick oil change, a repair, or you're in the market for new tires, Pfefferly will get it done with professionalism and honesty. And with convenient locations in both Fairfield and Hamilton, there's always a place nearby.
The designated hitter, Andrew Dietz, will come up to the plate. Clay Brock has retired 8 in a row. He's going to look to extend on that. Andrew Dietz stands in his way. The first pitch to Dietz is low for ball 1. Clay Brock is coming off a side in the top of the third that he struck out completely. One by way of swinging, 2 looking. That one's over the plate, strike 1.
Yeah, Dietz had that triple in the first inning that scored a couple guys.
The 1-1 is a low ball that trickles out of the glove of Sammy Sass for the second ball. The count is now 2-1. Yeah, like you mentioned, Sam, that scored a couple of runs, and that brought the Jazz out to an early lead, which would be taken right away in the bottom of the first. The 2-1, though, from Brock is up high, and now he's at risk of walking the first batter on.
Yeah, the past 2 weeks we've seen the Joes that when they trail by runs, they answer right back in the next half inning or two, and they did that today.
3-1 is in the high part of the zone. That's strike 2, and now the count is full.
And since the Joes trailed 4-0, they've scored 8 unanswered.
And the Joes are going to need all these wins down the stretch that they can get. They're going to need those comebacks, but this one is laced into the gap in left center. That'll get down, and it won't quite get to the track, but this is going to be at least 2, and that is what it will be for Andrew Dietz. A double and a triple in the game for him. He's had a nice night, and the leadoff man is on for the Jazz.
First hit. Clay Brock's given up since that first inning. Like you mentioned, he had retired 8 straight before Dietz got that double.
Braden Owens comes up now, hasn't hit since the first inning. He flew out to right field. And it was a nice play made out there and right by Harry Jackson, who reacted quickly to pop the ball out of his glove rather, and send it into the infield, which held up Andrew Dietz at third base, and he would eventually be stranded there after Chandler Skelly, the next batter, would strike out. First pitch was a ball to Owens. Now Brock waiting for the sign on his second one. He gets it and sets. Takes a look at second and now hurls home. This one just misses the inside corner on the hands for ball 2.
Quick update to the scores around the South Division. Xenia Scouts are up 9-1 in the 8th inning over the Marlins, and the Bison lead 4-2 over the Steam. That one's in the bottom of the 5th.
Brock sets for the 2-0 and gives. This one's a slow roller to Garrett Staten at second. He gives over to Dietering, and that'll be the first out. Runner does not advance.
Ladies and gentlemen, how thirsty are you? Our beer batter number 16.
Chandler Skelly will dig in now. Skelly struck out swinging to finish the first inning in a 4-run effort for the Jazz. First pitch, he goes chasing at that one up high for strike 1. Skelly, of course, the beer batter after striking out first in this game. Fans are looking to get some discounted beer if he does the same here, so he's getting some cheers after that first strike. Second pitch is on the way. He fouls this one back. More applause comes from the faithful here at Foundation Field. Clay Brock's 1 strike away from mowing Skelly down. The 0-2. Swung on and missed.
One of the fans called it right when that pitch was thrown. He said strike 3, and the next thing you know, Chandler Skelly goes down swinging.
He went chasing on all 3 of those. They were all up in the zone. One of them he fouled off, but 2 of them he couldn't get a piece on at all, and that's a 3-pitch strikeout for Clay Brock, his 5th of the game.
See if Clay Brock can strand both runners, or strand just the one runner on second base after he gave up a leadoff double.
First pitch is off speed. It is lifted up, and it'll get out of play on the left side. And it bounces high in the parking lot. The batter is Tyler Borges, the 9-hitter, making a second plate appearance today. Grounded out too short to lead off the second inning. No balls, 1 strike. Brock sets and deals. This one is hit sharply into the gap in right center. It'll get down for at least 1. It's cut off by Castleman. He fires in, and it will be caught over at short by Garrett Staten, which will hold up Tyler Borges at first, but a run does score. The Jazz able to claw 1 off the Joes' lead. It's 8-5 now.
Now batting the second baseman number 3, KJ Curry.
RBI single for Tyler Borges, just his 5th RBI of the season. And that brings up the top of the order in KJ Curry now.
Curry's 1 for 2 today.
First pitch is sent hard into Curry. That's strike 1.
He had a leadoff double to start today's game, and then came around to score, and one of those 4 runs in the first inning for the Jazz.
Yeah, you thought maybe after that double and then a couple more hits as this one is sent back over to first by Brock, not in time. The Jazz may give themselves a pretty sizable lead that they'd be able to work with throughout this game, but the Joes were able to respond very quickly, and they struck back with 6 runs in the bottom of the first. Next pitch on the way, and that is on the outside corner for strike 2. 2 fastballs, 2 strikes for Clay Brock. KJ Curry batting .326 on the season, making his 26th appearance, most on the team. The pitch, runner goes, it is fouled back to the screen. The count stays at 0-2. Runner on first. That is Tyler Borges, the 9-hitter. There's 2 outs in the inning. Clay Brock holds and delivers. This one is outside. One, 2 now. Here comes. Runner goes. Swung on and fouled back to the backstop straight behind home plate. KJ Curry done a good job to stay alive here. We'll see what the outcome of this at-bat is. Possibly on this next pitch. Sammy Sass gives the signal and a wave. Runner goes. The 1-2 swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Clay Brock. That is his 6th of the game, and that will retire the side here in the top of the 4th. So 2 strikeouts, but the Jazz get 1 in the inning, and the lead is now cut to 3 for the Joes. 8-5 our score as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Due up for the Joes, the 2-3-4 hitters, Becker, Sass, Banjoff. They'll be at the plate when we come back. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Planet Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
Get ready, Joes fans. Raising Cane's is coming to Hamilton. Opening June 29th at 1479 Main Street, you can enjoy the world-famous flavor of Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Can't wait? Head down to Fairfield, where there's a Cane's located at 5120 Dixie Highway that can satisfy all your cravings right now. Raising Cane's is a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Hungry Joes fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joes game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
Sammy Sass will come up to the plate. Made the mistake at the end of the last inning. It's actually the 3-4-5 hitters due up for the Joes. It's Sass, Banjoff, and Luke Arnold. There is a new pitcher on the mound for the Jazz. That is number 44, Dominic Anderson. He delivers a first pitch slider in there for strike 1. Anderson making his 8th appearance, 4th out of the bullpen. Gets Sass to take a big cut at this one, and he misses for strike 2. He's pitched 29 in the 3rd innings, giving up 28 hits, 15 runs, 11 earned, walking 7 and striking out 26. He'll deliver the 0-2, and that's a 3-pitch strikeout to start his outing. Sammy Sass is down on strikes. That's the first K for Dominic Anderson, and his first batter faced in Leighton Banjoff will come to the plate now with 1 away.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 6, Leighton Banjoff.
Banjoff walked and flew out to center field in his 2 appearances at the plate thus far. Takes a first pitch strike.
Dominic Anderson has pitched against the Joes now for the 3rd time tonight. First 2 times he's gone 11 1/3, 7 earned runs given up, and 14 hits in those 2 games he's pitched against the Joes thus far this season.
Second pitch was a ball to Banjoff. And now the third one is on the way. Banjoff takes this one out to straightaway center in the same spot as his last at-bat, maybe a little shallower. Nonetheless, the play is made by Tyler Borges for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Luke Arnold. Dominic Anderson, the righty thrower, is headed up to Ypsilanti to play for the Eastern Michigan Eagles next year.
Now batting the third baseman, number 35.
But this year, out of Williamsburg, Indiana, played his ball for Hagerstown High School, where he just graduated, had a 1.60 career ERA for Hagerstown. And he's looking good to start his outing here. First pitch is low to Luke Arnold for ball 1. The Joes do not have anyone on their roster who just graduated high school. However, a couple teams in the GLSCL South do. The Jazz, along with the Ohio Marlins. The 1-0 pitch is grounded up the third base side and barehanded by Dalton Miller next to the Joes dugout. So Dom Anderson is getting acclimated to facing these collegiate hitters before he will play his D1 baseball in the MAC next year. He'll deliver the 1-1. It's a good slider and gets Arnold the chase for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes now. The pitch is grounded over to third base, and it is botched by Braden Owens. That'll allow Arnold to reach and advance the inning.
4th error of the day from the Jazz. And we're not even through 4 innings.
Yeah, it's been a tough day for them in the field. That is the second time that a player has reached base off an error for the Joes. And then 2 errors have advanced runners. One was an errant pickoff. One was a misplay by Tyler Johnson in left that allowed John Sanjul to run from first to second on his single. The first pitch into the next batter, Matt Dietering, was on the outside corner for strike 1. Dietering 1 for 1 today. In his 2 plate appearances, he's singled and walked. He takes another pitch in the zone now, this time on the inside corner. That's strike 2. Dietering batting .231 against the Jazz coming into this game. Anderson takes a couple looks at first and now sets, nods, and fires. Swing and a miss there from Matt Dietering, and that is strike 3. Dominic Anderson has looked quite good in his first inning of work. He has to face 4 due to the error, but he is not phased one bit. No runs come across for the Joes in the inning. The Jazz get 1 back in the 4th, and we head to the 5th now with an 8-5 score. Joes still clinging on to their lead. Clay Brock returns to the mound for the 5th inning when we come back.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080. At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposefully so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. We're ready to serve you a healthy meal on the go with contactless pickup and delivery options. Visit us at 8744 Michael Lane in Fairfield, Ohio, or give us a call at 513-829-0824. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose.
Story Point Fairfield isn't just a place to reside. It's a place for residents to truly shine every day, offering a diverse range of senior living services. Our community is designed to suit all resident lifestyles, from highly independent seniors to those who may require day-to-day assistance. Every resident becomes a member of our community. We strive to make sure each moment of each day is something to remember. Whether
8-5 our score here from Foundation Field. Luke Westpoli, Sam Newcomb alongside. Glad you could join us here for some Saturday night baseball. Cale Chatham is the batter to lead things off for the Jazz in this inning. He swings and misses at the first pitch for strike one. Chatham 0 for 2 today, reached on a fielder's choice and grounded out to end the second inning straight at Matt Dietering over at first. The 0-1 from Brock is inside. No one in the Joe's pen just yet. Clay Brock is going to ride this one out at least a little longer. He delivers the 1-1, and this one is in the same spot as the last pitch. That's ball 2. And this next one is grounded over left side. It'll get just to the right of Garrett Staten, and that is into left field for a base hit. Cale Chatham gets his first hit of the day. Second trip to the base paths for him. That'll bring up Ben Huber now.
Now batting the first baseman, number 27, Ben Huber.
Huber is 1 for 2. Single and a strikeout to his name tonight. The first pitch is a curveball that just misses the inside corner for ball 1. Clay Brock went 5 innings in his last time out on July 2nd at the Bison in the 9-5 win. He's in his 5th inning of work right now. Yet to record an out. This one is hit to the same spot as last time. Luke Arnold made a diving attempt, but it got past him into left field. That's back-to-back base hits to start the inning for the Jazz.
Good start for the Jazz, trying to claw their way back. Now Tyler Johnson, one of their better hitters, up to the plate.
Johnson had a double back in the first inning and struck out looking in the third. The first pitch, he takes this one hard out to right field. That's down and all the way to the wall. 1 run will come in. Coming around third and heading home is Ben Huber, and the throw will be made in. Johnson will hold up at second. That's a 2 RBI double, and the lead is cut to 1 now.
3 straight hits from the Jazz to start the inning. And the tying run is on second base with nobody out. Johnson with his second double of the day and 3rd RBI.
That is Johnson's 17th RBI of the season. Good enough for second on the team.
Bryce Smith starting to warm up, or is getting stretched out right now over in the Joe's pen and about to start warming up.
We got a quick conference from the Joe's players. It was Cole Becker, Sammy Sass, and Clay Brock who came together on the mound. And now Austin Deering, who is the team leader in RBI, will come to the plate. Deering looking for his first hit. First pitch is chopped up first base side, foul. Nice bare hand grab by the first base coach of the Jazz. Richmond is now out hitting Hamilton 9-8. However, the Jazz have recorded 4 errors. And additionally, Clay Brock has not walked the batter. Joe's lead 8-7, but that lead could be in jeopardy with the tying run on second, nobody out. 0-1 to Austin Deering. Here comes the pitch, and this one runs inside. A ball and a strike to Deering. Claybrock sets. Here comes his pitch. This one is sent into the right center gap. Logan Castleman is able to track it down, though. He makes a throw into second, but Tyler Johnson was able to get back in time. So that's the first out of the inning. Andrew Dietz will come to the plate. He has had a hot bat today. A triple and a double for him.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 28, Andrew Dees.
Dietz, the designated hitter, comes up with one away in the inning. Runner on second. Righty on righty matchup. Here comes the first offering. And that one is low for ball one. One 0. Brock deals. This one's fouled straight back. And now Sammy Sass will go over to talk to Clay Brock.
Yeah, Dietz has really hit Brock well tonight. 2 for 2 with a triple and a double. You don't want to leave anything across the plate. The goal of this inning is to keep the Joes on top. Tying run on second base, that's Tyler Johnson.
Bryce Smith in the Joes pen is still not in full throws yet, just tossing around with Evan Ulrich right now. So his warm-up still has some time to progress before it is completed. Now Clay Brock will have to step on the mound and pitch the 1-1 to Andrew Dietz. Here comes breaking ball up high, ball 2. Two and 1 to Andrew Dietz. Brock sets. Johnson takes a long lead at second. This one's in on the hands. That's ball 3. Three balls and 1 strike. 1 out in the inning. Braden Owens is on deck for the Jazz. Andrew Dietz is in the box. He swings and misses at this one for strike 2. Three, 2. We will get our payoff right now. And that's a slider that is fouled out of play. And a ball actually came back into the field of play, so that will have to be retrieved and tossed over to the Joes dugout before we can resume. Andrew Dietz restraps the gloves, has a stretch, and now digs back in. The payoff pitch, and this one is lifted up, and it will also get out of play on the right side. We'll try again. We'll see if this next pitch is decisive. Clay Brock looking for his 7th strikeout. The 3-2 is lifted out into right field. Harry Jackson will track to his left, gets closer and closer to the line before he's able to make the catch. Tyler Johnson is tagging to third. He will reach there safely. And so Andrew Dietz is retired for the first time tonight.
Now you come up. Now you're going to pitch against Braden Owens, who's 0 for 2 today. 1 for 11 on the year against the Joes, only batting 182 coming into today's game. This is probably going to be Brock's final batter, or trying to be his last out of today's game, as Bryce Smith is warming up in the Joes pen.
Yeah, 5 has kind of been the magic number for Brock. That seems to be how long his starts usually go. He delivers a first pitch. This one is sent softly over to Garrett Staten. He'll make the catch at short after running a bit to his left, and that will end the inning, and the Joes still retain their lead. Halfway through today's game, middle 5, Joes lead 8-7. We'll likely see a new pitcher in the next inning, but for now, the Joes bats will come to the plate, and they will look to get a couple of runs back when we return to Foundation Field here on Hamilton Joes YouTube.
You need one surface for multiple sports or a sports-specific field build, the Motts Group is here to help. Their experience ranges from professional sports clubs to educational institutions to community complexes, fueling teams with consistent, safe, and reliable fields. Contact them at 513-548-3622 to get your new turf field. Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is safe and ready for you. Have an injury of some sort? Stop by Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, located on 3035 Hamilton Mason Road. The physicians and specialists at the Tri-Health Orthopedic and Sports Institute provide a full range of orthopedic care to ensure you don't miss out on a single moment on or off the field.
Joe's fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned.
The Joes look to extend on their lead after the Jazz have cut it down to just one. 8-7 our scorer here from Foundation Field. Harry Jackson will come in to start things for the Joes in the bottom of the 5th. Dominic Anderson comes back to the mound after a pretty dominant first inning of work in the 4th, striking out 2 and not allowing a run or hit. First pitch to Jackson. He is way out in front of this one. He swings and misses for strike 1. Jackson leads the team in average, but has not seen the ball as well lately, as this next one is in there for strike 2. Jackson has struck out on 5 of his last 6 at-bats, and now he's down 0-2. Third pitch from Anderson is on the way. This is a waste pitch outside. Jackson won't bite. That moves the count to 1-2 now. The pitch, he almost went around, and maybe he did. That's exactly what the home plate umpire, Joseph Kimbrough, will call. That's the 3rd straight strikeout for Harry Jackson, and the 3rd for Dominic Anderson. That's the first out of the inning, and John Sanjul comes up now.
Sanjul's 2 for 2 today.
The first pitch is up high for ball 1. 2 singles for John Sanjul. He came around to score on both. And he takes this one hard out to center. Coming in and making the catch, though, is Tyler Borges. He only had to take a couple steps in to make that one. And that's quickly the 2nd out of the inning. The 9-hitter Garrett Staten comes up now.
Staten's also 2 for 2 with a single and a double and 3 RBIs tonight.
Garrett Staten.
And Staten takes that first pitch off the bottom of the bat. Foul.
Dominic Anderson trying to retire Staten here and get the Joes their first 1-2-3 inning out on the field.
The 0-1 is in the top of the zone for strike 2. He almost got him in order last inning, but an error by Braden Owens at third base, and he had to face 4. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Staten's able to get a piece over on the third base side. Oh and 2 with 2 outs. Anderson nods, gives the pitch. This one is popped up into shallow right field. Coming over is KJ Curry from second. He'll make the catch to his left, and that will end the inning. The Joes are retired 1-2-3. So a decent inning for the Jazz as they're able to get 2 back and cut this lead to just 1. Dominic Anderson retires the Joes in order in the bottom of the 5th, and now we head to the 6th with an 8-7 score. When we return to Foundation Field, a new pitcher is going to be on the mound for the Joes. It'll be Bryce Smith. We'll give you his stat line and more when we come back.
Joe's fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned independent insurance agencies dating back to 1872, for years they have been protecting the assets of their clients by offering comprehensive and competitive business, personal, and life insurance products. Visit their Hamilton office at 185 North Brookwood Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-896-5555.
The Greater Miami Valley YMCA. When communities get better, the world gets better. Discover how we positively impact the nation and how you can help us, one neighborhood at a time. The Greater Miami Valley Y, your local stop for building a healthy spirit for mind and body for all.
ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. ADG Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield or give them a call at 513-295-2767. ADG Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs.
Bryce Smith out of Northern Kentucky takes the mound for the Joes, his team clinging to a 1-run lead that has dwindled over the past couple of innings. 8-7 our score from Foundation Field. Clay Brock, he goes 5 complete innings, gives up 7 runs off 9 hits, had 7 strikeouts and did not walk a batter. And Bryce Smith's first pitch is grounded straight at Garrett Staten. He will make the play over to first.
Bryce Smith, a pitch-to-contact pitcher. Gets a first pitch there, and Scully's able to ground one over to shortstop for the first out of the inning. Last time Smith pitched was on the 4th of July. He got the start against this Jazz team. He went 6 innings, gave up 6 earned, 9 hits.
The 9-hitter Tyler Borges will come up now, who's 1 for 2. And his first pitch is right down Broadway for strike 1.
Bryce Smith has struggled in the last 2 outings, giving up 15 earned runs, but looking to have a good day today. He was named GLSCL Pitcher of the Week 2 weeks ago. Had a really, really good start to the season. Leads the league in wins, 6-0 this season.
This one is grounded sharply towards the Jazz dugout. KJ Curry has a laugh after he jumped out of the way of that one, so the count is 1-2 to Tyler Borges. Yeah, Smith was very good to start the year. His last couple outings have been tough, but yeah, like you mentioned, 6-0. When he gets the decisions, that pitch is up and away for ball 2.
This is the first week in a while that Smith is not going to get a start. But he's coming in a big spot here with a 1-run lead.
The 2-2 is a bouncer that is blocked by Sass. It doesn't matter because there's nobody on, but that'll make the count 3-2.
I would assume the Joes are looking to have Smith go the rest of the way.
Sophomore southpaw out of Northern Kentucky, appeared in 10 games for the Norse this year. And making his 8th appearance, or rather 10th appearance, for the Joes. The payoff pitch swung on and grounded to Garrett Staten's left. He will scoop up and deliver to first. Dietering reaches out and makes the grab for the second out. Back-to-back groundouts to short for Bryce Smith. He's looking to retire the side in order as the leadoff hitter, KJ Curry, comes up now.
Now batting the second baseman, number 3, KJ Curry.
Curry is 1 for 3 in today's game. He had a double to lead the game off in the top of the first inning, but since has popped out to the pitcher and struck out swinging. That first pitch to him is outside. Sammy Sass pulled it way in, but it was pretty clear that one was a ball. The 1-0 from Smith, and this time KJ Curry goes after it and misses. A ball and a strike. Here comes the next pitch. That's the same one, same result. Swing and a miss from Curry.
Curry's batting .351 against left-handed pitchers this season.
He's batting .326 overall coming into this game. 1-2 now. Smith takes a long pause and now goes straight into the windup. This one runs in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's starting to darken here at Foundation Field. The lights have been on for a while, but not in full force. The 2-2 is a little soft shot straight up the middle. It'll bounce its way into center field, and KJ Curry has himself a 2-out base knock. That's the 10th hit of the game for the Jazz. And now the shortstop, Cale Chatham, will come in, who got his first hit of the game in his last appearance in the 5th inning. It was a single. He would come around and score the 6th run of the game for the Jazz. One more would come in that inning. But the first pitch to him from Bryce Smith is right down the middle for strike 1. The 0-1 offering is low. Curry had a big lead on that pitch over at first. He was leaning as well, but did not go. We'll keep an eye on him, and then as Bryce Smith looked over at him as he started to step back on the mound, Curry quickly ran over to first. He's got a 2-step lead over there. Smith comes set. The lefty lifts his knee and delivers. This one's up high and in for ball 2. Two and one. Curry is leaning. The pitch is lined up the middle, straightaway center. It'll bounce in front of Logan Castleman. He wasn't able to actually pick it up off the one hop, but he's able to recover quickly. And that allows Curry to get in safely at second. Back-to-back singles for the Jazz.
Yeah, Smith retired the first 2 guys on ground outs to the shortstop, but now the Jazz stringing a couple hits together, and they're looking to try to tie this one up.
That tying run is in scoring position.
And Smith's going to have to face Huber, who's 2 for 2 today, or 2 for 3 actually. Meat of the order, though, for the Jazz.
Huber with 2 singles. The next man up, Tyler Johnson, is also 2 for 3. This first pitch is a fastball that Huber has to get out of the way of for ball 1. He's the top hitter on the team, batting .371. He also represents 2 of the runs on the board for the Jazz today. Both his times around the base paths, he touched home, but he's going to lift this one out to right, and Harry Jackson lost it for a moment and backtracked. He wasn't able to make the catch. It got over his head. 1 run will score. Here comes the second one as it is fired in, and that one will give the Jazz the lead Harry Jackson lost that one in the sky. Didn't get great reaction of it, and that'll make it a 9-8 game now.
Yeah, it did not look like he saw the ball well off the bat. Had a bad read, and it's going to be a double for Ben Huber, and the Jazz retake the lead.
Tyler Johnson comes in now. 12th hit of the game for the Jazz. They now lead 9-8. Jackson left his glove on the ground for a while after that. He finally picked it back up. He has had a really tough day. 3 strikeouts at the plate, and then a bad read on that one means 2 runs come across. Bryce Smith looks to recover. First pitch was swung on and missed from Johnson for strike 1. The 0-1 is popped up over the left side. This is really deep, going back and bobbling it and dropping it on the ground is John Sanjul. That means another run will come in. And so we'll see how that one was ruled. Sanjul had to run back for that. That one looked like it was a fly ball that may have been a little routine, but it just kept carrying and carrying. And by the time Sanjul got to the warning track, he was able to get a glove on it, but wasn't able to come up with the catch. The Jazz extend their lead out. It's now 10-8. And Tyler Johnson with his 3rd double of the game.
Yeah, really unfortunate for the Joes. Looked like they were going to hold on to the lead and go in the bottom of the 6th, but the ball, Harry Jackson misread off the bat, resulted in a double, and then the double there from Tyler Johnson just kept carrying and bounced off Sanjul's mitt.
Tyler Thaman will go out and talk to Bryce Smith. There is a pitcher warming up in the Joes' pen.
Sam Matthews.
Sam Matthews is going to come into the game. That's a tough way to go out for Bryce Smith, as 2 plays that probably could have been outs could have gotten him out of the inning, but instead he will take the trip back to the dugout after not being able to finish a full 3 outs of work. So Sam Matthews gives a toss to the bullpen catcher Evan Ulrich, and now trots out from the bullpen on the left side. We will give you his stats, and he will have his warm-up. We'll take a break, and when we come back, he will take the mound. Jazz take the lead in the 6th, 10-8 our score here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio. At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
The Joes lost the lead in this inning, and so Sam Matthews will come in and take the mound. Sam out of Marietta College will come in to face Austin Deering, who's 0 for 3 today with a runner on second and 2 outs. Joe's trailing by 2. Sidearm thrower looks at second, now deals home, and Deering fouls this one off to the left side. Matthews making his 7th appearance out of the bullpen, 8th overall. Had a bit of a hiatus after he went on vacation, but in his last appearance, it was against the Xenia Scouts. He pitched 1 inning, did not give up a run. Gave up 1 hit, did not walk or strike out any. 0-1 the count. The pitch is sent out sharply to right field. Coming in and making the catch is Harry Jackson. A nice play out there from Harry in right, and that will end the inning for the Joes. But not before the Jazz could get 3 and kick out Bryce Smith from the mound. 10-8 our score. The Joes will look to cut into that in the bottom of the 6th inning and retake the lead as they did back in the 1st, the last time the Jazz had it. When we return, you're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Carefree Heating and Cooling is an AC service in Hamilton, Ohio you can trust. When you are looking for a quick AC repair in Hamilton, Ohio, turn to the professionals at Carefree Heating and Cooling. With a name for completing the work correctly the first time, you can rely on our quality service to get your AC system working like it should. When you need air conditioning fast, call us at 513-268-5164, or you can also contact us online at carefreeheatingandcoolingco.com. The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner,
back here at Foundation Field, the Joes trailing the Jazz 10-8 after they potted 3 runs in the top of the 6th. Logan Castleman in the top of the order will come up, and Sam Newcomb has our out-of-town scoreboard.
Xenia Scouts have a 9-2 lead over the Marlins, and then the Bison have a 1-run lead, 4-3, on the Cincinnati Steam. That game's in the top of the 8th inning at Roselawn.
That is the game we are keeping an eye on, as if the Steam were to win and the Joes were to lose, the Steam would move back into first place. First pitch to Castleman was a strike from Dominic Anderson, who's back on the mound. Second one, though, was a ball. Anderson back in for his 3rd inning of work. Hasn't given up a hit yet. He falls after this delivery, but Castleman goes swinging and missing at it for strike 2. He takes a breath out, nods, and deals. This one's down the middle, but Castleman just mistimed it. He fouls it off.
There's 2 guys in the Joes lineup that haven't gotten a hit today, and both of them are 0 for 3. It's Castleman and Harry Jackson. Those 2 guys that you don't expect to be hitless through 3 at-bats.
Yeah, for a long time, those were the top 2 hitters in the Joes lineup. Things have shaken up a little bit, but still much of the same. This one is skied into center field by Castleman, and the catch is made by Tyler Borges. Castleman is now 0 for 4 in the leadoff spot. And now Cole Becker comes up. Cole is 1 for 3 with a single in the 1st inning, as the Joes look to try and just figure out Dominic Anderson, who has been mowing them down right now. The first pitch to Cole is grounded up to third base. The scoop and delivery to Owens is a bit high, but the catch is still made by Ben Huber for the 2nd out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out, Cole Becker retired. Sammy Sass comes up with 2 away in the inning. Sass is 1 for 3, struck out swinging in his last time up. He was the first batter that Dominic Anderson faced. The first pitch to him is a slider that crosses the plate on the outside corner for strike 1. The Joes bats were great early, 6 runs in the first, 2 in the 3rd, but they've gone a little quiet since. Next pitch is down and away from Anderson. The 1-1 is down and away for ball 2. Two and one with 2 outs. Nobody on for the Joes. This next pitch, a slow swing from Sass. He's able to get a piece and ground it foul on the third base side. 2 strikes on him now. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sass will call time here. Now he'll dig back in. The 2-2 over the plate, and Sass grounds this one to the same spot as the last time. And that'll keep the count at 2-2. Anderson winds and delivers. This one is cranked up the middle by Sammy Sass into center field for a base hit.
Sammy Sass, second hit of the day. Lined that one right back up the middle. Now Banjoff up to the plate. He was on a 10-game hit streak, but hitless so far tonight. Let's see if Layton can find a gap and try to score Sass all the way from first.
Layton looking for his first hit. He's likely only going to get maybe one more appearance after this one at the plate. So we'll see if you can extend that 10-game hit streak. The first pitch to him is up high for ball 1. Layton walked in the first inning, since has flown out to center twice. From the stretch, runner goes, check swing from Banjoff. He pulled back, and that one got stuck in the hand of Chandler Skelly, so he wasn't able to make a throw. Sass moves into scoring position. Two balls and no strikes to Banjoff. Anderson stepped off and shook his glove out a bit. Now he will take a breath and get his pitch. Here comes the 2-0. Inside for ball 3. On deck for the Joes is Luke Arnold. 1 for 3, has reached on an error, lined out, and doubled. Banjoff up in the count 3-0. The pitch, and that one plunks him. So Banjoff turned into that one, protected himself a bit as he slowly walks over to first base. He may be in a bit of pain after that one hit him, but he will stay in on first. And now there's first and second for Luke Arnold.
Luke Arnold is really seeing the ball well. He's 1 for 3 tonight, but 2 out of his 3 at-bats, he hit him hard. One resulted in a double, and the other one is a line out to second base to KJ Curry. Had a home run last night.
That home run, although the park is small at Roselawn, probably would have been out here at Foundation Field. Actually, I would say it definitely would have been, as it was crushed. First pitch was inside. He got out of the way for ball 1, and now we're going to get a pitcher-catcher conference. Anderson facing his first real adversity of the night with the tying run on first base. And after 3 straight balls and then a hit on Layton Banjoff, he has now pitched a ball to Luke Arnold to start this at-bat. So he'll look to regroup here. He looks over at first and now home as Luke Arnold sets back in the box. Now he'll step off. 1-0 count. Anderson gives a nod, looks back at second, now delivers home. This one is inside for ball 2. Matt Dietering is on deck for the Joes. 1 for 2 with a walk.
6 straight balls thrown from Dominic Anderson.
The 2-0 pitch is grounded over third base side, and it'll get into the shallow outfield. Sammy Sass rounds third and heads for home. There will be no throw, and the Joes have cut into the lead. It's 10-9. Great piece of hitting there from Luke Arnold.
Yeah, able to get a piece of it and get it through the left side and past the diving infielder Braden Owens. Luke Arnold gets his second hit of the day, second RBI, and see if the Joes can string another hit together and try to score Banjoff from second base and tie this game at 10.
That's the Joes' 10th hit of the game. They're in double digits now. Matt Dietering to the plate. First and second, 2 outs. The first pitch from Anderson is a grounder over to second. Curry fields and gives over to first. And the catch is made by Ben Huber. That will end things here in the 6th inning. So the teams trade runs, but more of those coming from Richmond as they take the lead. The Joes cut into it a bit, but we are not tied just yet. 10-9 our score as we head to the 7th. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner, they have something that will hit the spot. Go online and order at hamilton.thecasualpint.com or go to their location located on 130 Riverfront Plaza. That is 130 Riverfront Plaza in Hamilton, Ohio. Proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Joes fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at CBoxSports.
Joes fans, stop by Chester's Pizza to grab the best slice in town. A local staple since 1948, they're located at 2929 Dixie Highway in Hamilton, and they can be found on the phone at 513-892-1973. Chester's Pizza is a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first.
Sam Matthews is back on the mound for the Joes. Andrew Dietz, the DH, will come up to the plate to lead things off for the Richmond Jazz. They lead 10-9. As we are slowly getting darker here at Foundation Field. A delay and sidearm delivery from Sam Matthews. This one is chopped up the middle, just past the outstretched glove of Cole Becker, and that's a base hit.
Dietz is now a home run, shy of the cycle.
3 for 4 today for Andrew Dietz. Great day for him. And he just shows us why he's the best hitter on this Jazz team. Braden Owens to the plate now. He is a guy who has struggled today, 0 for 3. First pitch from Matthews. He squares to bunt, and he wasn't able to put it down. Couldn't pull it back either, so that's strike 1.
Owens 0 for 3 today. But he's put all 3 in play tonight.
The 0-1 pitch is running towards the zone, and Owens fouled this one off out of play. The Xenia Scouts look like they're going to get the win over the Ohio Marlins, up 9-2 in the bottom of the 9th. And the Ohio Bison have extended their lead over the Cincinnati Steam, now 5-3 in the top of the 9th at Roselawn. Good pickoff move there from Matthews. He thought maybe he got him, but it was just barely not in time.
Yeah, Matthews probably has the quickest pickoff move on the Joes team.
Yeah, he's got a really snappy delivery over to first base. Oh, 2 to Owens. Called strike 3. Sam Matthews gets his first K of the day, and that's the first out of the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta know, how thirsty are you?
Chandler Skelly comes up now 0 for 3 in today's game.
Chandler Skelly.
2 strikeouts and a ground out. First pitch to Skelly is low the whole way for ball 1.
Skelly 0 for 16 against the Joes this summer.
He has struggled. He's been good behind the plate tonight, but can't say the same when he's in the box. He'll look to change that on this at-bat, but he's going to take a strike on that one on a nice pitch from Sam Matthews. A ball and a strike. The pitch is diving low. That makes the count 2-1 now. Runner on first, 1 down in the top of the 7th. The 2-1, and Skelly goes chasing, swings and misses for strike 2. The fans clapping their hands behind home plate. Matthews looks over at first. Now he'll deliver a pickoff. This one did not have a chance to get Andrew Dietz. Two balls, 2 strikes. Matthews sets, looks home, and deals. And this is a slow grounder, and it actually hit off of Skelly. That was why it had such low speed on it. So that'll keep the count at 2-2, and Skelly will return to the righty box.
If the Bison were to hold on and beat the Steam tonight, and the Jazz beat the Joes tonight, the Joes would still be in first place, but the Steam and the Jazz would be tied for second, only a half game out.
The Bison are still leading 5-3 in the top of the 9th from the Reds Urban Youth Academy. Two balls, 2 strikes. This one is hit into right field. That'll get down for a base hit. That's Chandler Skelly's first hit against the Joes. It comes on a line drive that gets down in front of Harry Jackson, and now there's first and second with 1 out. Andrew Dietz was only able to advance 90 feet, but there are 2 on base for Tyler Borges, who's 1 for 3 today. From Roselawn, they're going to the bottom of the 9th with the Bison up 5-3, Steam to their final 3 outs. The first pitch slides way outside to Borges for ball 1. The 1-0 is over the plate for strike 1. Matthews sets and takes a look over at Andrew Dietz. Now he'll deliver home. This one slides through the middle, and it's poked into center field. Logan Castleman with quick reaction. The play to home will not be in time. There's no throw, as the play over to third, was not in time, so a run scores. Extends the lead to 11, and now there's runners on the corners. on the RBI single from Tyler Borges.
While it lasts.
Yeah, the bottom of the order getting it done for the Jazz in this inning.
Baseman number 3, KJ Curry.
KJ Curry comes up now. 2 for 4, singled and came around to score in his last time up in the last inning. Now Ryan Finnerty will come out, and the defense will congregate on the mound. So they will have a conversation up there in the middle of the infield. The Joes are now trailing by 2 once again after they got a run back in the last inning. 16 hits in the game for the Jazz. KJ Curry, who's at the plate, has 2 of them.
Both dugouts just were issued a warning as Matt Dietering was coming in to talk with everyone else on the mound. He was chirping back and forth with someone in the Jazz dugout.
So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that as tensions may escalate a bit down the stretch. These two teams have not been the ones that have had issues with that this season. However, close games will do that. The Joes and the Ohio Marlins have been the two teams when paired together that have resulted in some issues when we've seen ejections and such. Michael Skelly gives a signal to his team. And now with 1 out, runners on the corners, KJ Curry will dig in. Sam Matthews wants a new baseball, so he'll get it. The Steam are now down to their final out. They still trail by 2. And the count is 0-1 to Drew Klasner down in Roselawn. No one on base for Cincinnati. In our game, they're on the corners with 1 out. KJ Curry is in the batter's box. His team leads by 2. The first pitch from Matthews. He goes after it, grounds it to Luke Arnold at third. He'll go for the sure out at first and will retire Curry, and a run scores. Borges advances to second. KJ Curry with an RBI ground out. That makes it 12-9. And there's 2 away in the inning for Cale Chatham now.
Now batting shortstop number 21, Cale Chatham.
Chatham has reached base 3 of his 4 times up, but is officially 2 for 4, as one of those was a fielder's choice back in the first inning. First pitch is flown out to left field. It'll get out of play and land next to the Joe's pen. And the Cincinnati Steam Ohio Bison game is now over. The Bison took that one 5-3. So the Joes now are guaranteed to stay in first place regardless of the results of this one. But obviously this game still has a whole lot of implications, as if they dropped it, their lead atop the South Division would stay the same in a half game, but the Richmond Jazz would now move up on them and tie with the Cincinnati Steam in second. The 0-1 is a soft grounder that'll dribble behind home plate. No balls and 2 strikes to Cale Chatham. No one in the Joe's pen warming up. Sam Matthews looking to get this one done. He looks home and nods. Now sets and fires. This one is crushed into center field. It'll get down for a base hit. Coming around third and scoring is Tyler Borges, and the lead is 4 for the Jazz.
4th hit of the inning for the Jazz.
So they score 3 in back-to-back innings. They've now scored in 4 straight.
Now batting the first baseman number 20.
1 run in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th, and 3 in the 7th. Or, sorry, 2 in the 5th. 3 in the 6th, 3 in the 7th. Ben Huber is at the plate. And the first pitch is right over home for strike one. Matthews looking to stop the bleeding. Back-to-back strikes will help him out. Matthews nods, looks over at first, and now sets for the 0-2. The pitch swung on and missed by Ben Huber. That's the second strikeout of the inning, but they were separated by 3 runs for the Richmond Jazz. And as things end here in the top of the 7th, the lead is extended out 13-9. It's time to stretch here in Hamilton. And the Joes need to do that as they got a little more work to do here, down 4. Down to their final 9 outs. We'll see if they can claw into this lead at all when we come back. Bottom of the 7th is on the way here from Hamilton.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a nonprofit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
4-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008.
Frank's Glass is here for you, Hamilton and Fairfield, providing beautiful, reliable, and safe windows for all of your auto, residential, and commercial needs. Frank's Glass can be trusted to do the job right. Located at 5191 Dixie Highway in Fairfield, they can be contacted at 513-829-8284 or online at franksglass.com.
If you're looking for an industry leader in all things related to windows and doors, look no further than L.E. Schofield Window and Door Co. With over 7 decades of experience in providing window and door repair and replacement services, as well as glass, screens, and other products, you can count on them to get the job done right the first time around. Call them today at 513-863-8932.
New pitcher on the mound for the Jazz. It is Tanner Chafin. And a new batter in the box for the Joes. Dalton Miller will pinch hit for Harry Jackson. Jackson finishes with 3 strikeouts. Jazz leading the Joes 13-9 after a 3-run top of the 7th. The Joes will look to cut into that here as Miller calls time. Chafin making his 13th appearance out of the bullpen. Go-to guy for the Jazz, has pitched 20 2/3 innings, giving up 19 hits, 8 runs, 3 earned, walking 9 and striking out 19. But this one is grounded up the middle by Miller, and that is straight through everybody, between Chafin's legs, between the middle infielders, and into center field. 1 pitch and a base knock for Dalton.
Yeah, Dalton attacked the first pitch, grounded it right back up the middle. It's the 4th time Tanner Chafin has pitched against the Joes. Last time out against the Joes, he went 2 2/3, gave up 4 runs. One of those were earned, 2 hits, 2 walks, and a strikeout.
John Sanjul digs in now. Runner on first, nobody out. Chafin delivers a pickoff. It's not in time. Chafin eyes up first, sets. Now delivers from the sidearm. This one is low. On deck for the Joes is Garrett Staten, 2 for 3 today. Chafin looked at first, nods his head, and now gives the 1-0, and this one is in there for strike 1.
Sanjul and Staten are combined 4 for 6 tonight in the bottom 2 spots in the order.
The 1-1 from Chafin is outside for ball 2. The pitch to Sanjul is popped up into the gap in right center. Tracking over and catching it is Tyler Borges for the first out of the inning. Garrett Staten comes up with one down. Traces in the turf with his bat. And now digs in. The Joes need some runs here, down 4. Chafin lasers in. Delayed steal there, and Chafin did not have good reaction as he gave a really slow delivery, but it was across the plate for strike 1. Dalton Miller advances easily to second.
Yeah, Miller was moving when Chafin was still set. But Chafin wasn't able to react in time and step off. Instead, he threw home, an easy stolen bag for Dalton.
So a runner in scoring position now with 1 out. That pitch was a strike to Staten. So now the 0-1 pitch is low, but he swings and misses at it for strike 2.
Staten a little bit late on that one, has to get ready for this 0-2 pitch and battle anything close in the zone.
Miller toying with Chafin. The 0-2 is grounded foul, third base side.
Chase Hopewell's warming up in the Joe's pen. So we might see him for the 8th.
Yeah, it's been a struggle for the bullpen today for the Joes. Bryce Smith and Sam Matthews not having their best nights. We'll get another 0-2 to Staten. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's the first strikeout of the day for Garrett Staten and Tanner Chafin. And that'll bring up the top of the order in Logan Castleman with 2 down.
Now batting the center fielder, number 24, Logan Castleman.
Logan is 0 for 4 today. He's looking to get his first hit. The first pitch from Chafin is right down the heart of the plate for strike 1. Chafin gets his pitch and deals the 0-1. Castleman goes chasing way out on that one. He swings and misses for strike 2. Castleman likes to take swings. We've seen him chase on a couple up high, and this time he reached outside and wasn't able to make contact. The 0-2 on its way. Inside, Castleman gets a piece. He stays alive. And the count remains at 0-2. Lights on here at Foundation Field. Runner on second. 2 outs, 2 strikes on Logan Castleman.
The Joes led 8-4 in this one, but the Jazz have scored 9 runs since, and the Joes have only were able to add to that total 1-1. So now they trail by 4 runs. They got a lot of work to do, but we've seen the bats explode for many 4-run innings the past couple weeks.
Castleman will look to start that. The 0-2 is fouled off right side out of play. We saw 11 runs over 2 innings in the near comeback and eventual loss to the Ohio Marlins earlier this week. This time the lead a little smaller, but the Joes still have a lot of work to do. Another 0-2 is outside. Castleman doesn't go chasing this time. A ball and 2 strikes. Castleman sends this one right back where it came from to Chafin, who just gives an underhand toss to Huber at first, and that will end things here in inning number 7. The Joes strand 1. That's Dalton Miller over on second in scoring position, and they're not able to add to their run total. It still stands at 9, and they trail by 4. Jazz look to extend their lead in the 8th. When we come back, you're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati, or call them up at 513-851-9056.
Are your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pate Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide variety of brands and home appliances, providing quality repairs on everything from dishwashers to microwaves. Go to their location at 780 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard or contact them at 513-285-3519.
Pfefferly Tire and Auto is your car's home for all of its needs. Whether you just need a quick oil change, a repair, or you're in the market for new tires, Pfefferly will get it done with professionalism and honesty. And with convenient locations in both Fairfield and Hamilton, there's always a place nearby.
Planet Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
Get ready, Joes fans. Raising Cane's is coming to Hamilton. Opening June 29th at 1479 Main Street, you can enjoy the world-famous flavor of Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Can't wait? Head down to Fairfield, where there's a Cane's located at 5120 Dixie Highway that can satisfy all your cravings right now. Raising Cane's is a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Hungry Joes fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joes game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, Or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
The new pitcher for the Joes is Chase Hopewell. Tyler Johnson comes in to lead things off in the top of the 8th inning. The first pitch from Hopewell is fired off the left side, out of play.
If Tyler Johnson hits a home run, not only would it be his 5th home run of the season, but it'd be his 4th extra base hit tonight. He has 3 doubles.
And that next pitch misses for ball 1. Johnson has been really hot in today's game. He, along with Andrew Dietz, who's a home run away from the cycle. The 1-1 leg kick and deal from Hopewell is lined straight at Cole Becker at second. He doesn't have to move. He secures it in his glove for the first out of the inning. Austin Deering comes in now. He is hitless. One of only 2 players in this Jazz lineup today to do that. First pitch is outside corner for strike 1. Hopewell takes a long pause before delivering the 0-1, and this one misses outside. A ball and a strike. This one is on the outside corner. That's strike 2. Chase Hopewell steps back onto the mound. Austin Deering readies for his 1-2 pitch. Hopewell is set below the belt. Swing and a miss on that one, but it gets by Sammy Sass. He'll pick it up and throw over to first, but it's not going to be in time. Sass didn't get a good reaction on that one. I don't know if he forgot there were 2 strikes or what happened, but it went straight over his head. Deering swung on it and missed for strike 3, and Sass sat there for a second because maybe he thought it was no big deal because there was nobody on base, but he forgot that was strike 3, and Deering took off running over to first, and he reaches on the drop third strike.
The Jazz have scored in 4 straight innings. Dating back to the 4th inning, they scored 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th, and 3 in the 7th.
Andrew Dietz is the batter. Single, double, triple tonight, 3 for 4. The runner on first and 1 out. Hopewell eyes up Austin Deering. Nods and deals. This one's up high. Hopewell looks at first. Now he'll deliver a pickoff, but it's not going to be in time. One and 0. Here comes the pitch, and that one is low for ball 2. Crowd has fallen rather quiet here at Foundation Field after the Jazz have stormed back in this game to take a 13-9 lead. 2 balls and no strikes. Here comes the pitch, and that one is in there for strike 1.
The Joes will play the Jazz 2 more times this season, and then the Joes will also play the Steam twice. Only 11 games left on the schedule after tonight's game.
Hard to believe we're already in the home stretch, it seems. The 2-1 is on the outside. Corner just missed for ball 3. Three balls and a strike. Andrew Dietz ahead in the count with a runner on first and one down. From the stretch, Hopewell takes a long pause before hurling home. This one bounces prior to reaching home plate. Sammy Sass stops it, but that'll advance the runner to second. And now there's 2 on for Braden Owens.
Now batting with third baseman number 4 is Braden Owens.
So Austin Daring, who's on second, still does not have a hit today. He was one of 2 Jazz players who does not have a hit recorded in this game. The other one is up at the plate right now, Braden Owens. 0 for 4. Yeah, it's starting to sprinkle outside here at Foundation Field. The fans are starting to move towards the tent over on the right side. The first pitch was in there for strike 1 from Hopewell. Now the 0-1 offering on the way, swung on and missed. 2 strikes on Braden Owens. He struck out looking in his last time up in the last inning.
Yeah, there's some heavy stuff heading our way, probably about 45 minutes away.
So we'll hope we can get the game in time for that. No balls and 2 strikes, and Owens will call time. If a game goes 7 innings before being rained out, it will be called as is. So
Only 5.
Anyway, 13-9 our score. The Jazz would win, but called strike 3 there from Chase Hopewell. He's looking to get his team back in it.
Yeah, good pitch from Chase there in the inside corner. Gets his second strikeout of the inning. Now he's going to face Chandler Skelly.
Skelly had a single in his last time up. It was his first hit against the Joes of the season. And he was one of the 3 runs that came around in that last inning. The first pitch is lifted up, but it'll get likely just out of play. And it will. And so the count is 0-1 to Skelly. On deck is Tyler Borges, who's 2 for 4. Chase Hopewell really needs to slam the door on the Jazz here if he wants to give his team a chance at this one. Already down 4. The 0-1 pitch, both runners go, swing and a miss. The throw from Sass is barely not in time. Close play over there at third. Good throw from Sammy Sass, but a great jump over there at second from Tyler Johnson. Both runners steal, and now there's 2 in scoring position.
Skelly has struck out twice tonight. Both those times he struck out, he's been swinging at high cheese up in the zone. See if Hopewell goes to a fastball at the letters, try to blow it by him.
0-2. The pitch swung on and foul tipped over the head of Sammy Sass.
Yeah, they went to that high fastball, but Scully was barely able to get a piece of it to stay alive.
The count remains 0-2, 2 in scoring position. Big pitch coming up.
I think they're going right back at it. High in the zone.
And Skelly will call time. This one was inside on a fastball from Hopewell. It won't count. The count is still 0-2. Hopewell sets on the mound. And gives. Swung on and missed. You said it, Sam. High cheese. That's the third strikeout of the inning from Chase Hopewell. And that will retire the side here in the top of the 8th. Hopewell comes in. He allows 2 base runners, but no hits. The drop third strike and the walk. He's eventually able to slam the door, though. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the top of the 8th. And the Joes do not concede a run. They got some work to do down to their final 6 outs. They need at least 4. We'll see if they can get it when we come back. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080. At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposefully so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. We're ready to serve you a healthy meal on the go with contactless pickup and delivery options. Visit us at 8744 Michael Lane in Fairfield, Ohio, or give us a call at 513-829-0824. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose.
Story Point Fairfield isn't just a place to reside. It's a place for residents to truly shine every day, offering a diverse range of senior living services. Our community is designed to suit all resident lifestyles, from highly independent seniors to those who may require day-to-day assistance. Every resident becomes a member of our community. We strive to make sure each moment of each day is something to remember. Whether you need one surface for multiple sports or a sports-specific field build, the Motts Group is here to
The Joes need runs, and they need them now. Cole Becker will lead things off in the bottom of the 8th inning, 13-9. Our score here from Foundation Field in Hamilton, Ohio. Saturday Night Baseball. Thank you for joining us for the first place Hamilton Joes and the third place Richmond Jazz. We've gotten a good one, 22 runs thus far, and still time to go. The first pitch from Tanner Chafin to Cole Becker is a chopper over to second. KJ Curry fields it on a hop and delivers for the easy out. Sammy Sass comes up to the plate now. Sammy's 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Both times he's come around to score. First pitch to Sammy is low for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch from Chafin is outside, caught the corner, strike 1. A ball and a strike to Sammy Sass. He goes chasing at this one outside, and an appeal down to first base not needed. That was not a check swing from Sammy Sass.
Yeah, the Joes are struggling to pick up the baseball out of the hand of Chafin, who's a sidearm thrower.
The 1-2 outside. Even as the count of 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a pitcher throwing around in the Joes bullpen. There's a couple of pitchers. I think they're just tossing. I don't think they're actually warming up, but we'll keep an eye if that turns into anything serious. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Sammy Sass. Here comes the pitch. This is inside. Sass with a broken bat. Slow dribbler to third. Tough play, but it is made by Braden Owens. Nice play over there at third from Owens after Sammy Sass broke his bat, and that one rolled on the infield grass up the left side. He was able to get him, though, and there's 2 outs in the inning for Leighton Banjoff. Leighton hitless today. This may be his last time up. He gets the first pitch and takes it out of play. Banjoff is riding a 10-game hit streak. He needs one to extend it here. The count is 0-1. And the pitch. Right down the middle, but Banjoff just a little bit late on that one. He takes it out of play. Chafin lasered in on home. The 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Banjoff goes fishing on the low ball, and that is a 1-2-3 inning here in the bottom of the 8th. The Joes aren't able to get one, and the Jazz still lead 13-9. We go to the final inning here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Whether you need one surface for multiple sports or a sports-specific field build, the Motts Group is here to help. Their experience ranges from professional sports clubs to educational institutions to community complexes, fueling teams with consistent, safe, and reliable fields. Contact them at 513-548-3622 to get your new turf field. Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is safe and ready for you. Have an injury of some sort? Stop by Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine located on 3035 Hamilton Mason Road. The physicians and specialists at the Tri-Health Orthopedic and Sports Institute provide a full range of orthopedic care to ensure you don't miss out on a single moment on or off the field.
Joe's fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned independent insurance agencies dating back to 1872, for years they have been protecting the assets of their clients by offering comprehensive and competitive business, personal, and life insurance products. Visit their Hamilton office at 185 North Brookwood Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-896-5555.
The Greater Miami Valley YMCA. When communities get better, the world gets better. Discover how we positively impact the nation and how you can help us, one neighborhood at a time. The Greater Miami Valley Y, your local stop for building a healthy spirit for mind and body for all.
The Jazz are up for their final time, looking to extend this lead here in the top of the 9th inning. 13-9 our score from Hamilton, Ohio Foundation Field. Thank you for joining us here on this Saturday night. Chase Hopewell back on the mound. He will face the 9-hitter Tyler Borges to lead things off. Borges 2 for 4 with 2 singles, 2 groundouts to the shortstop as well. The first pitch from Hopewell is on the way. It's inside and just missed for ball 1. And the 1-0 on the way. This one is outside the whole way. Two balls, no strikes. Hopewell's delivery, and this one almost hit Borges, but he leans out of the way. He's struggling early. 3 balls, no strikes now.
Yeah, Chase was able to strike out 3 Jazz batters in the 8th, but struggling to throw a strike here.
The 3-0, and this one bounces for ball 4. Leadoff batter is on for the Jazz. And now the top of the order and the leadoff hitter.
Now batting is the second baseman, number 3, KJ Curry.
KJ Curry is 2 for 5 in today's game. That last walk was just the second from the Joes all game. Both have come from Chase Hopewell. The pickoff move is not in time. Hopewell lies in on first, sets quickly, and now delivers back over to first, but it is also not in time. And he'll try the pickoff move once more. Borges with a 2-step lead on first. Now we'll finally get the first pitch to Curry, and it's up high. Sass bluffs over there on the right side, but doesn't give a throw.
Hopewell still yet to throw a strike in the inning.
5 straight balls from Chase. He looks over at first, now sets from the stretch, brings it below the belt, and now back up. And there it is, right down the middle for strike 1. One and one. Hopewell with the pickoff. He thought he got him, but he didn't. So the count remains 1-1. The pitch is grounded over to short. Staten flips to Becker, over to first in time. 6-4-3 double play. It's the first double play we've seen in this game. And there's 2 away in the inning, and the bases are clear.
Yeah, good turn there from the middle infielders Staten and Becker.
That was a perfect double play ball. It was hit directly at Staten. He didn't have to move at all. And so there are 2 down in the inning now for the 2-hitter, Cale Chatham. And that first pitch misses for ball 1, goes all the way to the backstop. Cale Chatham is 3 for 5. All 3 of his hits have come in his last 3 at-bats. The 1-0 from Hopewell is on the way, and this one misses high and outside for ball 2.
The first 4 guys in the lineup for the Jazz are 11 for 20 at the plate tonight.
That represents well over half of the hits as this one is skied to deep left center field. Sanjul comes back and he made the catch.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. Everyone was running towards the left side, and I guess Chase Hopewell was just going to back up the throw. That one got down, and that's going to be a double.
Yeah, Sanjul was sprinting over there in the left center gap, but just couldn't haul it in. Just off his outstretched arms. That's the 4th hit of the day for Chatham. 4th straight hit for him as well.
Ben Huber comes up now. He is 3 for 5. The first pitch from Chase gets behind him. Watch out. And they're going to let the batter go over to first here. Did that hit him?
Yeah.
It did, okay. My eyesight is deceiving me on the last two plays. I apologize for that. They're on first and second now, and Tyler Johnson comes up to the plate. 3 doubles in his 5 at-bats. The first pitch from Hopewell runs inside. This will get to the backstop, and 2 runners will advance.
All of a sudden, Hopewell's gone wild.
Keegan Burney's going to call time, and come out.
Yeah, the past couple pitches have not looked great. They were nowhere close to the strike zone. And now Keegan Burney's going to go chat with Hopewell, try to calm him down.
Yeah, you need Hopewell to finish this game here. He's got 2 outs. All he needs is 1 more. And there's nobody warming up in the Joe's pen, and obviously they would not love to use anyone else in this game. They'd like to save their pitching for the last game of the week tomorrow at the Xenia Scouts. Speaking of that game, Sam and I, of course, will have the call from Xenia, Ohio tomorrow, so make sure to tune in for the final game of the Joe's Week. It's been a tough week for the Joes, as they are currently 1-2 and they're trailing in this one. But they're still in first place, and they have that for sure after the Steam lost tonight. But obviously they'd like to extend that lead. Still not out of the question yet, though, as the 1-0 pitch is skied out of play on the left side. Foul. And that means it's a ball and a strike now to Tyler Johnson. One, here comes the pitch. That one is in the zone, strike 2.
Come on, Chase.
One and two outs. Top 9. Second and third, here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. Tyler Johnson down on strikes. Chase Hopewell is able to regroup and get out of the inning with a goose egg on the scoreboard in the 9th. And he gives his team a chance, down 4 runs heading into the final half inning. 13-9 our score. 3 bullets left in the chamber for the Joes. We'll see what they can do with it when we come back. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. ADG Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield or give them a call at 513-295-2767. ADG Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio.
Last chance coming up for the Joes. Bottom 9, they trail the Richmond Jazz 13-9. Luke Arnold will lead things off. He's 2 for 4 with a double and a single today. That single came in his last plate appearance in the 6th inning. The first pitch from Tanner Chafin is on the inside half of the plate for strike 1. Now the 0-1 offering is right down Broadway. That's strike 2, and quickly Arnold is behind in the count.
If the Joes can't come back and win this one or tie it up, Bryce Smith is going to record his first loss of the season. Came into today 6-0.
The 0-2 from Chafin is low in the turf for ball 1. Yeah, Smith has been really good for the Joes, but his last 3 outings have just not gone his way. Still hasn't recorded a loss as a decision, though, yet. 1-2 swung on in, missed by Arnold. That's strike 3. If you go back to the last inning, that's back-to-back strikeouts for Tanner Chafin, and there's one away in the inning.
Now batting the first baseman, number 10, Matt Dietering.
Matt Dietering will come in to hit for the Joes. The lefty is 1 for 3 today. That hit came all the way back in that 6-run first inning. It was a single. And he thought about going around on the first pitch. It was in the zone. That's strike 1. Nothing in 1 to Dietering. Chopper up the middle. Chatham fields and delivers over to first. That's the second out now. And the last chance for the Joes is on the bat of Dalton Miller. Dalton is 1 for 1 today after coming in to pinch hit for Harry Jackson. He hit a single on the first pitch, straight up the middle. That was back in the bottom of the 7th inning. The first pitch from Chafin is on the inside corner for strike 1. The 0-1 is grounded up the middle. That's the same spot from Dalton Miller, and it'll have the same result. It's a single into center. The Joes are still alive.
Yeah, Dalton Miller 2 for 2 today with coming into pinch hit for Harry Jackson. 2 singles right back up the middle, hit hard. He's been the only guy to figure out Chafin. Chafin's given up 2 hits tonight, and both of them were to Dalton Miller.
Yeah, other than that, he's been very dominant over these Joes hitters. John Sanjul will look to extend this game 2 for 4. But his bat has gone cold. Both his times he was retired were in his last 2 at-bats. He takes the first pitch on the outside half of the plate for strike 1. Chafin gives 3 nods and now delivers the 0-1, and Sanjul grounds this one up the first base side foul.
Sanjul 2 for 4 today. Had 2 hits in his first 2 at-bats, but has since flown out to center field in his last 2.
Nothing in 2. The pitch, runner goes. It's outside. The throw will not be online from Chandler Skelly, and so Dalton Miller will have yet another stolen bag. Both his times he reached first base today, he stole second. And that pitch was outside to John Sanjul, so he's still alive here with the count at 1-2. The Joes are down to their final strike. Chafin lasers in on Skelly and will get the sign. 1-2. Here comes the pitch. This one is poked into left field. Coming over and catching it will be Tyler Johnson. And that is the end of our game today. The Joes drop this one at home to the Richmond Jazz. 13-9 is our final score. Sam Newcomb, your final thoughts on this one?
Yeah, tough loss for the Joes. They had an 8-4 lead after 3 innings, but the Joes couldn't get any more offense after that. They were only able to get 1 more, and the Joes' pen wasn't great tonight. And the Jazz they've been doing what they've been doing all season long, and that's hitting the baseball well. And now they're within a half game in first place. The Joes still are in first place, but they'll have to rebound tomorrow night and try to bounce back and end the week on a hot note when they take on the Scouts down in Xenia tomorrow.
The winning pitcher in today's game is Dominic Anderson. The loser is Bryce Smith. And Bryce Smith falls to 6-1 on the season. The Joes fall to 19-12 overall. And their winning streak at 1 game was snapped. They are still retaining first place in the South Division as the Cincinnati Steam lost today, but a big win for the Richmond Jazz on the road. They improved to 18-12 on the season, now just a half game back of the Hamilton Joes from first place. They are in a tie for second with the Cincinnati Steam. So tomorrow the Joes will take on the Xenia Scouts at Grady's Field. Sam and I, of course, will have the call right here on YouTube, so make sure to tune in to that one. It's going to be a big one, as now there are 3 teams contending for 2 spots in the final 11 games of this season. 13-9 our final score. For Sam Newcomb, my name is Luke Westpoli saying so long for Foundation Field. Thank you for watching. Tune in tomorrow for Joes and Scouts, and good night.